Alrighty, hey, we're back. We did
Man,
it.
that movie was so good.
We did it. It was only a week in between. We didn't miss this one.
Yeah.
And I got the music fade out right too.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
You did it. We're working on it,
Yeah.
man. It's almost
Nice.
like we're real. Oh no.
Please look forward to episode 18 in 2 months.
Ooh, that's such a good fucking wallpaper.
Oh no, I gotta hide those.
Oh no.
Well, guys.
There's people on the other end. So, before we start, I had a question posited to me today. A good friend of mine by the name of Mike. He suffers from leukemia, unfortunately. And he comes up to me at work and he goes, I was thinking about it, so Super Saiyans get more powerful through battle, correct? And I said, yes, correct. And he was like, what? Okay, so if I'm constantly battling for my life every day with leukemia, does that mean I'm the world's most powerful Super Saiyan by living forever with cancer? To which I replied, no, because Goku got taken out by a bitch-ass heart disease.
Yeah, that's right.
So cancer would not be a well enough fucking thing to give him a power-up.
Yeah.
Because then fucking Vegeta would have just asked Bulma to inject him with straight polio and call it a day.
That's what they do in the weight chamber, the gravity box.
The grav box.
The squeeze room. When you go in the squeeze room.
When you go in the squeeze room, they affix you with all manner of polio.
All right.
There's a I left you water there.
Thank you. Oh my God, you did it this time.
Yeah.
Is this me? This looks like that's me. Well, we're here and we're joined by two very special guests. One of them double dipping.
Yeah.
Without a new product to show for it.
Well, no, they do. They just don't want to talk about it. They're biting our fucking style. Is what it sounds like.
Is that all we are? We're just the shill station now.
Yeah. We'll shill to anybody.
Yeah.
For anyone.
Hey man, if we can do it, we will.
Whatever. Oh God.
Don't worry, I'll have something for you guys.
We've officially become the equivalent to people like, hey, starting up a mailbag, we got a letter from John. John just sends his business card.
All right, John. Well, if you want to come on down, maybe we won't pay for your flight, but you can stay in my guest room, and we can have a good show.
Can you please show my business card on the street?
Yeah. Okay.
Soon you'll be able to start exposing people by asking them if they know the podcast email.
Well, I do think that at some point, if we're gonna make content, we should start almost explicitly trying to expose people. I say we start at the top. Jim Sterling. Boom.
So you just want
That's a
to
bad idea.
you want to immediately become one of those channels.
Well,
we went from one Monster Hunter review immediately
to the Allier exposed channel.
Yeah.
Fortnite dies?
That's a fucking jump. You go Monster Hunter, no content other than podcasts for a year. And then exposing Allier on his
8 months.
9 months.
9 months.
A
9
baby was
months.
born in between the time that you uploaded actual content.
A life was
Conceived
created,
and born.
Phil.
All right. Well, I guess these people
life
don't need
was
to be on this
created.
podcast anymore, especially that fucking cheesy boy.
Well, apparently I bullied yet again. I apologize.
I didn't expect to start taking shots right off the bat. I'm sorry.
So for those listeners just diving into this podcast at 17, how about you both introduce yourselves?
Jesus.
Hi, I am Lord CheesusCrust. Me and my friend Control here started a YouTube channel recently. I don't know if I should say the name, because I don't know what...
You can say the name.
It's called Skelebro Entertainment. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/Skelebro Entertainment. Give me money.
That's a good. That's a good intro.
Patreon? Damn.
Yeah, we have a Patreon. We're making $75 a month, eh?
Yeah, it just paid for my PS Plus for this month.
Oh my
But
god.
yeah,
We're
so
schmucks,
What the fuck
dude.
are we doing, man?
Man,
Well, I
having
guess,
real jobs like losers.
Yeah.
I
Yikes.
We
guess.
stream Fridays and Saturdays.
There
Yakuza
you
0.
Yeah.
Ooh, they're gonna finish
We're
that
also-
game before. Man,
Yeah, it's almost like they're biting our fucking style or
damn.
something. I
I'm
don't know.
missing out on a huge bit to just let them do the
Oh.
podcast and just let us fuck off for the night.
Hey, you know what?
No,
Let's watch
no, I
JoJo.
was-
You gentlemen, you guys are into it.
I can
Oh,
hear him
God.
leaving the room.
Dang.
Phil, no, come back.
I was gonna be super mad if Phil didn't finish Fear last night, because that's a fucking 8-hour game. He has no excuse.
Yeah, and-
Right,
and he
but-
stole my night to do it.
Okay, so I didn't really expect a hospital trip on the night I
Yeah,
was going to finish
yeah,
Fear,
yeah.
all right?
No,
So
I know.
I
no, you
also
get a pass.
completely forgot because when I told you all that, we were so excited about our apartment adventures that I
Just burned to the
completely-
ground.
Yeah, that I completely forgot that was all. Like I said, yeah, no, we can do it. And then you and I were just like for an hour and a half on Zillow for just
Yeah.
every fucking apartment we could find at work. Like, please give us time.
4 walls and a roof.
Woof.
1400. No.
Holy shit, the waterworks.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Uh,
works. You know.
The faucet
I,
has something coming
I-
out of it that I may or may
oh,
not be
no.
able to consume.
Yeah.
It might be alive.
Is it that sticky black stuff that was in your bathtub that one time?
No, oof.
Oh.
Moving on.
Yeah. We'll talk about Venom a little later.
I guess.
That was the joke.
I
Max
guess
said.
I'll go then.
On the internet, nothing ever stops.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. If we
That's
don't
nice.
start on this segment soon, then it really will be the whole
I'll-
podcast.
I'll do this. I'll do this quick then. I'm Control. I do the same thing that Jesus does, and I also make scary bullshit on YouTube, which
Sour salt.
Sour Salt, which just finished this past Monday, and the finale aired. It was rad.
There was a viewing party.
Yeah, there was a viewing party. People said I did a good job in that, and I told them they were fucking liars.
And then he died.
That's youtube.com/soursalt. Anyway, please continue.
What?
No, I was. I thought you were gonna take the lead and go like, all right, and this is what I did this week.
Yeah, like
It's like, no, you just went right back to shilling.
no. You know
No,
what?
okay.
Fuck off.
No, you know.
Next.
You know what? Fuck the guests.
Yeah.
No,
fuck the
I'm gonna
guest.
go first.
All right. Here's
I'm
what we're gonna
taking
do.
the lead.
We'll do our podcast. They can do their own at the same
Wow.
time.
And we'll just talk
Wow.
over
We'll
each
talk
other.
over each other the whole
Oh
time.
no, it's just like a normal VC.
Oh
Oof.
no.
Anyways,
I didn't do much,
I
so
didn't do shit either.
I could actually go pretty quick. What have I been playing? A little mobile game called Dragalia Lost.
Oh my god.
Nintendo has stepped into the gotcha game market,
How is
and it's really good. It's an actual video game.
Ooh.
Like
That's
it has,
crazy. What's that?
it's a dungeon crawler, but your characters are like gotcha anime waifus, and like
Cool.
it has every game's like, oh my, you can play with your friends, and really that just means you set a character for them to like borrow. No, this game has like raids and lobbies and like
oh.
actual online multiplayer. Haven't gotten into it as much as some other people we know, but
God, the whales
Yeah,
that we know.
the whales that we know.
I have a
one in
question.
particular.
Yeah.
Wailing his
question
way
about it.
through life.
Sure.
What's up?
So you said that this game is multiplayer.
Yes.
How many people are level 169 million and are just in the beginning areas, just killing everything and not letting you play the video game? Because that's how I have felt when attempting to play other mobile games that are similar to that, where there's actual video game and co-op most of the time.
I wasn't aware there
Well-
was even a thing that could happen that you could fucking mob gank people.
Well, the way this game works is like it's not like there are raids and stuff, but the entire game is co-op. Like every single mission. So odds are like you're either playing with friends or it's matching you up with people at your level. There's no
Okay.
It's not very likely that someone significantly higher is just like fucking around in chapter 2 for like
Right.
no reason.
Okay.
But yeah, no, designs are super solid. I very nearly used this game as our theme for this week because the music is that good. Gravely Lost. If you like mobile games, or even if you don't, maybe try it. But
I mean, I've been seeing it all over the place for sure. I'm gonna while you're going off, I'm gonna take a look at they're all gay. Oh, look, their little heads bob. That's pretty cute.
to the music.
Oh, that's
It
great.
is adorable.
That's super good.
But other than that, I started up Borderlands 2 last night.
Yeah, so I tried that too.
Last night?
On
No,
what
but like
platform?
a couple nights on
PC.
PC.
Okay.
A couple nights ago, and I started playing a little bit, and I was like, I had a really weird revelation. I like Destiny 2 way more than I like Borderlands 2
Damn.
right now.
Wow.
And I don't even play Destiny 2 as much anymore.
But is it significantly more?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
because
this game came out in 2012, so
yeah,
what do you want?
true. But the gunplay, it's like Bungie. Like I've always loved Bungie's gunplay, and Borderlands 2 was just a game I kind of played. It was always an aside game.
Yeah.
Borderlands was never a fucking game that I was like, oh man, I gotta play this. I'm super pumped. Like it was always just like, this is the game I'm gonna play, waiting for the next multiplayer game that drops, and. It totally felt like that when I started it up and tried to start like a ninja character and got through maybe like a first few quests, and I was like, I am unbelievably bored. I am bored out of my fucking mind, and all these guns feel really bad. So
Yeah, that's a lot of the early game because you have no special ability. It's shitty.
exactly.
Yeah. But no, I was playing it while I was like watching stuff, so it is a very mindless game to just sort of play. I don't know if I'll pick it back up again or if that was just a one night fling, but played a little bit. It was fine. That's about all I can think of for games I've been playing. I definitely didn't play any Devil May Cry.
Oh my god.
That's for sure.
Oh. Yes, you did actually.
Yikes. Not yesterday.
No, not yesterday.
Not a lot. Can't say I've been playing unless it's been more than 2 days.
Oh my god. You
Um,
played a solid hour and a half, and we got one of the best clips.
I wouldn't even call that a clip.
You were killing it.
What? Oh
you
no!
were killing it when you said yeah. Like what was the real big joke that got everyone was, it's like, dude, Dante has definitely come before, like, yeah, and you said yeah into his hand, and I was
That's
like,
a big
oh,
oof.
Oh man, right
Poor
into
Dante.
Beowulf. Man,
Nero's definitely coming.
yeah, no, Nero fucks.
No,
which
he
is
doesn't. He
unfortunate.
needs a hand. He needs an augment.
He
Devil May
can't
Cry
please
characters
his
don't
woman, and
fuck
he's
except for
ashamed of it.
Virgil.
No, I'm sorry. Nero canonically fucks. He does. He has we've seen him.
Yeah, but they're like Catholics, so they're gonna wait till marriage.
No, but they're also not going to use a condom.
No,
so
they're
like,
gonna use the robo hand.
That's not.
No.
Nero's literally demon.
Your movement of goalpost to fucking try to finagle this goddamn
Pull up
headcanon.
an ebook of the Bible and then Control F Devil Breaker, and I'm pretty sure you won't find shit in there.
All right.
That means it's totally allowed.
All right, that's not at all true.
Anyway,
Sure,
if you want to hear more about whether or not Devil May Cry characters fuck, check out that first VOD.
Also, time has come, and so have I.
Yeah.
came to last. Well,
Yes.
What was it? No, I came to
That's what
laugh. Well, you came to die.
That's an awful lyric.
Fucking, it's great
You
though.
leave Shuey
Oh.
HD alone.
I love it.
It's better than Subhuman.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Females couldn't save it.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, I haven't heard like that little V Mills cover or whatever the
Yeah.
cover's been walking around. Like I've been, I don't know. Everyone I
it's
took
a
everyone else's word for it. They're like, nope, doesn't save it. That song is just bad.
I mean, significant improvement. I don't personally like a good amount of stuff that Little V Mills did. I love Cinder's theme in Killer Instinct. That was fantastic. Not a big fan of his vocals, but that's like a taste thing. It's
Right.
just not for me. He did everything that he possibly could. And the best part is at the bottom, the lyrics, when they're really dumb, he just starts putting question marks at the end of every line. That's good.
that's pretty good.
I haven't been listening to Subhuman, but I have been listening to a lot of very mainstream music. I actually started listening to Kanye's new album. which is a
Oh,
lie
Roblox
because
one.
I actually went back and listened to
Roblox
all of
one.
Lisa's discography,
I
and
was
that
gonna
girl is
say-
the ooh. Oh, she's my girl. I can't wait.
I was gonna say, because first off, Yandi's not even out yet. You fucking
No, I meant the album, the newest one that's out.
the latest one.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
whatever
alright.
it is, the not as good as the newest Lisa album.
Yeah.
Oof.
The
I like- you know what?
Roblox LP.
Oh my god.
Uh,
You know what? I actually do really like Lisa.
yeah, she's
You
she
know,
got some
I
good
think
stuff.
Throw Risk Heartless is still like the best part of that game.
really really good. Yeah, but that's it. There's really nothing else I've been
Really?
as far as listening to.
Oh, I was gonna say
Yeah.
like
No, nothing else.
watching
listening.
wise.
Watching wise, yeah, all the shows ended. They're all over.
Oh no.
Hey, guess what? Watch Harakana Receive. It was a fun volleyball show. Watch My Hero, obviously, if you weren't already. The only person I think that watches anime and doesn't watch My Hero
Is
no,
me.
yeah, is you.
Is me.
And I was going to say you, but you don't watch anime, so that wouldn't have been.
I
Yeah,
watch.
I'm a fake. I'm a fake make believe man.
Yeah.
I was gonna watch My Hero, but now I have no time with JoJo because
Jo-
now
How
I
do
don't
you not
care.
have any time? Because
I
JoJo's gonna
don't
take a
care
whole-
now.
Well, there's
JoJo's
a
out.
whole
Yeah, but it's-
backlog of My Hero you can watch while
Between
waiting
the
for
weeks.
JoJo. I would
But I
agree
could
if it
be
wasn't. If
I
they-
could be using that time to watch more JoJo.
What, the same episode?
Yeah. What the?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you, oh no! What is he gonna do?
Um,
He's gonna hit him with the shovel again. Whoops! It didn't work.
Hey, look! I'm very excited for Part 5. It's one of my
Yeah,
favorite.
it's gonna be great, and I haven't even seen the fucking theme song. I'm
No.
excited.
It won't be in this first episode.
Everything Giorno does is stupid bullshit.
Yeah, I can't wait till they
Yeah.
fucking try to
Everything.
canonically explain King Crimson.
That is what
Crunchyroll
we're
some form.
watching right after this podcast. Is that first episode?
Yeah.
But yeah, My Hero was good. Cells at Work was good. Hanabado turned into like I don't even fucking know. The badminton show just kept getting nutser and crazier.
So I finally saw a clip of that show.
The stakes were raised.
What the
the
fuck?
stakes were higher than any show.
What the fuck is it with these like? I don't know who is it. The same animation studio that does all the sports anime because
No,
they all have like tremendous budgets, unbelievable budgets.
But well, the thing is, like, imagine all like, oh man, that I'll use My Hero. Like, man, that fight scenes like animation was sick. That's because that's where they put the budget.
right.
The fight scenes in sports anime are the sports.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, Hanabato's like matches look incredible. That's why I stuck with the show. And also because God, the escalation for like high school badminton.
Yeah, no,
It's like, yeah, my mom left, but it was to make me a better badminton player. Isn't that funny? Isn't that great? Yeah, my mom fucking left. And then, yeah, main character just goes nuts and goes like Shin Evil Ryu, the badminton, like,
God damn it.
watch that show if you've got like, you want to see some really good animation and just people blowing everything out of proportion, like looking across the court like they killed their parents, and in some
my
cases
God.
they might have. Like, high school badminton. Damn.
Yeah, that shit went hard.
Pretty
man.
amazing.
Yeah, and then I started How Not to Summon a Demon Lord yesterday. Got halfway through. That shit aired on TV. I can't
I didn't
believe
know-
it. I
Dark
cannot.
Side Phil
Is
has
it
an
actual
anime?
series?
Oof.
It is etchy for sure.
Mm.
Oh boy.
Well,
Like,
because what was the one that was recently?
I wouldn't even call it etchy. I'd call it hentai light.
Yeah, well,
Ooh.
there was one that was not necessarily recent, but like in the last couple years. Something
Well,
about a
there's-
part-time job where like
Right.
a bunch of like in this world, the humans won out against the demons, and they all decided to like have a truce. And then it follows the story of a guy and like a band of his mercenary friends now work at like Magic Walmart, and they just recently hired the daughter of Satan essentially, and it is etchy as fuck. It is like unbelievable. Like the girl walks in an Adidas tracksuit and she's got like F cup titties, just
So-
pouring out like pudding, like
Man,
just. And she's like, "Give me a job." He goes, "Show me those titties." Like it's a weird fucking anime.
Phil, I think that was you.
I
No,
think,
yeah.
I think it was you who said, "Show me those titties."
No, I'm pretty sure I was the old man who slapped the girl's ass.
So you watched
Got
this?
away with it. I watched 2 episodes. Of course, I watched 2 episodes.
But I can't get you to watch.
Wait,
like,
hold on.
anything.
Hold on.
Listen,
Yeah,
no.
hold on.
Wait,
Phil
hold on.
watched something?
Relax.
I get surprised.
Relax.
It continues.
This was 4 years ago. So this
yeah,
was
I feel like
that
I've been
doesn't
waiting
count.
4 years over here.
Listen. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Did you finish Megalobox, Phil?
Oh my god.
No.
You finished
Hey,
Sour Salt yet,
but
Phil?
you know what? Oh, that's not even fair.
That was a joke. Please don't
I
hurt me.
keep telling you that I'll watch it with you, and you're like, yeah.
Listen, I go home and I
Die.
just sit and I enjoy
Yeah.
whatever I'm doing.
Sitting, staring at the ceiling, spiting Max,
You know what?
scheming like, ooh,
No t-
that boy's
no
gonna
t-
open up his capture card. He's gonna boot up Devil May Cry. He's gonna get to the mission select, and then he's gonna look at Twitch to change the title, and he's gonna be struck with fear.
That Capcom's going to shoot him? Yeah.
That's your stand.
No time for fun this week.
Capcom with a gun
Okay.
is his stand?
No. He made a movement with his hands. He's
Oh, okay.
accosting me in real
Nice.
life.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Is that what you want to hear?
No,
What do you want to hear?
there isn't anything.
Oh my god.
That's just it. No, I don't care about the Devil May Cry thing. Because I was like, right after that, and I sent the intro over, I was like, what time do I have work tomorrow? Oh, I have to be up at 4 a.m. Probably for
Nice.
the best that I didn't stream.
So, speaking of watching things, I didn't because I had to stop. I was going through a weird rabbit hole last night of
Oh no.
just random anime clips.
Yeah.
And I got to a top 10 anime battle. I saw some of the gun kata fight.
In what?
I tried to stop. I was like, those characters look familiar. Oh fuck! And I stopped. Like it looked real. I know. I'm sorry. It looked really cool, and I was like,
I
okay,
don't-
well now I have to watch this fucking series.
I don't know what you're talking about, Hell.
Madoka,
What is he-
Madoka
what is he-
Magica apparently
Oh!
has.
I've
has
watched that
third-
entire show recently.
On
The
the
third
third
movie is like, it's not quite end of Evangelion, but it's like totally fucks up the whole point of the show. Not necessarily in a bad way, but in a sense like, what the fuck was the 24 episodes even fighting for if you were gonna do what they do?
Right.
But the whole reason why you watch it is because it has the sickest gun kata fight I have ever seen in an anime.
And it looks really cool, and I stopped as soon as I possibly could, which was about 20 seconds.
It's a long fight, so that's
all right.
that's almost fine.
Well, now I know.
Yeah.
Now I know what to look
now
for.
Now even
It's on
more-
Netflix.
Yeah, it's all on Netflix, and it should be on Verve. The
Wait,
remote.
is
Hand the
the
remote over.
Yes.
Rebellion movie on Netflix? Because I didn't think I
Yes.
saw it when I searched for it when I watched it on Netflix.
Rebellion is that's where I watched it. Was on Netflix.
Okay. I need to look again. So I watched it like last month with my girlfriend, so I probably just missed it because I'm blind.
Also a yid.
But speaking
That
of
is in fact me IRL.
speaking of anime films, though, I watched one last thing. I saw the My Hero movie in theaters.
Yeah, how
with some
was it?
friends. It was Die Hard.
What?
Nice.
It was Die Hard,
What do you mean?
like exactly Die Hard.
Oh fuck! I need to watch this
Yeah.
movie.
It was because it's shonen anime movie, so like they can't develop anybody like at all.
right.
So it is 2 hours of just excuses to see Bones animate with a film budget,
Ooh.
which it's worth the price of admission. Yeah, character at the start, I was like starting to like tap out. I'm like, all right, this is the third or fourth flashback in like 20 minutes. I was like, but you have to like for the people who's like, I don't know what My Hero is, but I'll walk into this theater for some reason.
God damn it.
I'll start with Kingdom Hearts 3. Why not?
Oh God.
Boy.
Yeah, all those times they just keep re-releasing some older games. Won't even look at those. Nope.
DVD box sets? What are those?
But yeah, no, movie was really good. I get why people are like, I want to see Goku do the next big move, except like My Hero's good and it's animated well and the characters are more likable, so it's better.
Oof.
And trust me, there's a big move. There's a
big angry?
big giant move at the end of this film where I was like, oh, this is cool. Oh, this is really cool. And just you saw the whole theater just like leaning forward and starting to stand up because it was like one of those punches.
Oh wow.
Okay.
So it was a fun. I think that's my one of my favorite kind of like things in a theater is when it's like a movie going experience.
Yeah.
Like was it one of those?
Yeah. If it wasn't like it would be just a filler arc if it was on like TV, but the fact that it has like the budget to have awesome animation constantly, and the fact that we saw it in theaters, like definitely improved the experience. But I would 100% like watch it again. But yeah, no, if you like smear frames, watch this movie.
I'm ready for those fucking smear punches, boy.
Oh, man.
Like watercolor.
Very good.
So good. All right, you been listening to anything at all?
Not just Lisa.
Just Lisa.
And the Cyberpunk,
Lisa.
no, not Cyberpunk, the Valhalla soundtrack. But
Oh shit.
Pretty nice.
that's pretty much it.
Here's my week.
Oh, wait, real quick. It technically counts as something I've been listening to, but I have a 40-minute commute to work there and back. So big thank you to the Best Friends cast and the Dad and Sons, the Super Bunny Hop podcast, for allowing me to make that drive without wanting to blow my brains out on the side of 417. Because, God... Oh my God! Nobody in this state knows how to drive anywhere.
Nope.
And Central
Sounds like
Florida is the worst.
Yeah, Central Florida is the fucking worst because it's full of tourists who just don't know at all how to drive. They just completely forget. It's gone.
My mom gets very angry at everybody with a Philadelphia license plate.
Yeah, because those fucking idiots don't know how to drive where they can see. Everything's fucking
crazy.
hills over there. So now that they walk around, they're just like, oh shit, it's flat for miles. I'm like, yeah, that's what the real world looks like.
Maybe if they wipe the cream cheese off their windshields.
Fucking idiots.
What the fuck?
The cream cheese and the soft pretzels.
Yeah.
Grilled onions falling out of their armpits.
Oh, man.
Jackasses.
Sorry, Philly.
I wonder if they know my dad.
It's not a real hoagie roll because it's not from Philadelphia.
Well, guess what? I want to try a real Philly cheesesteak.
It's actually the only way I will eat a cheesesteak is it's from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Because all cheesesteaks down here are ass. Fuck anybody who tries to tell me otherwise. I have tried at least 4 different times.
Flanagan's, and I don't know if there's one up here. I saw one, but it was a different Flanagan's. Has a pretty good Philly cheesesteak.
I don't believe you.
But here's the best Philly cheesesteak in Florida.
Okay.
You're going to have to go down to Palm Beach County.
Oh my
There is
God.
a mobile gas station, and a dude just has a small, shitty kitchen in the back. He's the
I know
most
that guy.
Philadelphian man I've ever met in my life. Like, and that's just what he does. He just makes cheesesteaks in the back, and he berates you as you order.
I literally know that guy. He used to be down here in Deerfield, Boca, that area.
Oh my
And
God,
then-
Boca! I wasn't gonna say it, but it's that guy.
Yeah, it's literally
How
him.
do you know who that is?
Because I live there, and I'm fat.
Oh my God!
And
So here's the best part about that guy is like you can call in and order your cheesesteak, right?
Uh-huh.
I called him, and it was his business phone got turned into his house phone. So he's just like, "Hey, it's whatever first name," and I'm like, "Hi, I'd like to put an order for 2 cheesesteaks." And he's like, "Yeah, we've been closed for like 4 months." And I'm like, "Oh, so do I have to come to your house?" He's like, no. He's like, no. Let's exchange information. I'm gonna get my own like restaurant, like little storefront soon, and I'll just keep you posted. Like I'll just send you little texts. And
He's a cool dude.
right.
He's a badass.
But guess what? He's back at the fucking gas station,
Oh wow.
and I never got a text.
Wow.
He literally he had to close down. I don't know why. Maybe it was direct from Philly. I don't know why he closed down. Maybe it was the gas station.
Well, like he got some news from the fucking Eagles, like higher up. They said, "No, we won the Super Bowl. You have to keep drinking. There's no time for work. You have to come back. And if you don't, Gritty will happen. And guess what happened? Gritty happened.
Yeah.
You guys seen that motherfucker? The fucking I forget. I think it's for a hockey team of theirs. That is the worst fucking mascot I've ever seen.
Yeah. Soon to be official mascot of
Oh
Hipsters
my
on
god,
Purpose.
I love Philadelphia so fucking much. That city's awful, but I'll always love going there because it is unlike anywhere else I've ever been.
Yeah.
It is so unreal over there, dude. It's amazing.
So if
I have gone across the Philadelphia to New Jersey Bridge way too many times with my dad back when he was around. And when I was visiting my friend, or his friend Troy, who had a hacked Xbox original. He had a bunch of emulators on it. It was fucking sick. That guy was a badass. He lives in Texas because his parents are dead.
What's that even mean?
Damn.
His parents...
Brandon! What's that even mean?
Yeah, got a hacked Xbox and no pay.
I would like to know what the logical progression of someone losing their parents,
It's
like Bruce Wayne's
like
fucking
I
mom
gotta-
and dad get shot. Oh, looks like it's the cowboy life for me.
I'm a home brewer now.
Ranch handling modern Xboxes.
I'm brewing shovelware in my basement.
Yeah, Alfred's
Texas.
fucking programming
Oh.
shovelware GameCube games in the
no.
fucking back.
We gotta get
I
Doom
should have
running.
warned you it was gonna be like
He drives the Batmobile with a fucking wave bird like this idiot.
Oh god, no.
when
No,
Jesus
it's
is
the Mad
anxious,
Catz
he
one.
like when Jesus is anxious, he manages to squeeze like Ted Con to one sentence.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I'm tired and my head now hurts because I'm laughing too much.
well, take a
need to
break from
breathe.
laughing, cause it's your turn, Jesus.
I just want to. I want to let you know you created a character of a man who's like, yeah, this badass dude who lives in Texas with dead ass parents.
He got a homebrew Xbox. He got Halo. He got Halo 2.
Yo,
he
he
didn't even
had
pay
Halo-
for it.
yeah, he had
Yo, he
Halo
runs
2
his games off of USB. He got the black and white buttons and the
Yo,
shoulder buttons.
yo,
he doesn't
he
know what he's
plays
doing.
Yo, he
Fusion
had-
Frenzy.
He handed me a Mad Catz controller, and I said, "Bro, but I want to use the regular one." And he turned to you and said, "My parents are dead."
Yeah.
I get to play Blinks the Time Cat, and I didn't even
Now-
pay for it.
Shut up and play my Zapper texture mod.
Oh my
I
god.
got to play Red Dead Revolver back when it was relevant.
Damn. Oh man.
Oh,
It's not even the
wow.
Mad Catz controller, it's the one that has the fans in it.
God, there's a name for it. There's another offshoot company that is just as bad.
Those Mad
Oh.
Catz?
Worse. Yeah,
Probably.
I'm trying to remember.
Who was the people who made the Rock Band controllers? Is it
Mad
also
Catz.
Mad Catz?
Harmonix. No, wait, the new ones? Yeah, it was Mad Cat.
I think Mad
Oh, yeah,
Catz
and then they
was
died.
Guitar Hero. But I don't know
Yeah,
if they
the
did Rock
new-
Band
the-
guitars.
It was the new Guitar
Yeah, it was
Hero
definitely
one.
Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something.
They got
Yeah.
fucked.
But they're back.
Yeah,
To cut
technically.
open hands and make decent fight sticks. That's about all they're
They
good for.
pulled. They're back.
Yeah,
Really edgy gamer
They pulled
mice.
If
the,
they
they pulled
have
the
enough-
Toys R Us.
if they have enough surface area to work with, for whatever reason, Mad Catz can do really well with their controllers. But the moment you try to even make it even remotely handheld, they just go, fuck curves. Geometric shapes other than the rectangle.
My favorite is they made a Dreamcast controller that has like L and R on the front, and the idea is you'd use it for fighting games like a fight pad.
Right.
The problem is that the arc that the buttons go up, it's not like a decent curve. It's almost like a straight line going towards 2 o'clock. Or the
Okay,
buttons
wait a
are just
second.
going up into the sky, never to be
This-
seen again.
This sounds like the Mad Catz controller designers are just Roblox/Minecraft people.
That's it.
They don't
dude.
understand how depth or like curves work. They're just like, make it a little bit up.
Yeah,
I make the corner and his house.
I do want to meet the Q&A testers of like those fucking controllers. Like, who's the asshole who took the original Xbox controller and said, "This is
The Duke.
fine"?
I mean, who bought it?
Like Michael Clark Duncan walks in and says, "Yeah, this is really good. This
Yeah.
feels really good in my fucking hands." What a jackass!
What the fuck does Michael Clark Duncan have to do with it?
I thought of the biggest person in my head. That man's huge. That man
Yeah.
that man's hands cover Max's whole head.
Oh, wow. I have a decently normal human-sized head.
Yeah, his head is pretty normal.
Pretty normal.
Pretty normal. That
It's got,
sounds
it's
about
got, you know,
right.
the one thing.
Almost head.
Yeah, he's got that nose.
He got that almost head ass.
Oh, that's my sex life. Is almost.
Oh, God.
Does he live in Texas?
Hopefully.
Are his parents also not opposed to living?
Does he also have a hacked Xbox
It's like-
that he
it's like
uses to beat the,
It's like
the
he
criminals?
implies that you go to Texas when your parents die.
does
Is
he-
that a thing in the
Does
States?
he use his head to play his Fable 1 nude mods?
Jesus Christ.
Also, by the way, about that guy, he fell down the stairs while he was cleaning his ears, and he only has hearing in one ear now.
What does that mean?
he pushed the Q-tip into his eardrum and damaged it. too
How's he
bad.
gonna hear all the Vex music mods that he installed? Oh my God, Jesus!
can't.
Just talk about your week. Talk about how you just played
Just
Divinity.
say Bullshit.
Okay, so about my week. So, since I have never been on the podcast, I have more than a week of content.
That's fine. You can do that. Fuck the
okay.
news. Nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing
Who
really
cares?
Sony's
Troy
a
is-
bitch, and they
I wish-
back down from
happened.
everything.
He did the biggest back down.
I wish Troy was my dad.
Oh my God.
Then I would know here he was. No, the guy I just talked about. But yeah, so okay.
Jesus,
So
Divinity.
yeah, Divinity Original Sin 2 is a really good game. It's a CRPG in the vein of Baldur's Gate and other video games like that, Shadowrun. It's about it's about a fantasy world where there is this magic called Source, and if you use it, there are these monsters called Void, and they eat people who have Source. Don't know why yet. I didn't play the first game. Apparently God is dead and we killed him. I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. And
Yeah, if there's any indication, and that's the reality of the situation, it was the previous conversation we had. Yeah, God is for sure not here anymore. He's
yeah,
been
basically.
gone for a while.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Before he
so
could write that Devil Breaker amendment too.
You know, right on the fucking cusp, man. He's like, ooh, it's
Yeah.
snow. Ooh, I'm in there.
The end
Yeah.
of the Heisei era. A man will commit the greatest blasphemy.
make
You
a
think,
song.
you think
But
God's
today is
pissed
my day
off?
of rest.
Do you think God is pissed off that he didn't get to see what Death Stranding was?
God is pissed that Konami just killed PT in Silent Hills. Okay, so Divinity, it's like I said, a CRPG. So it's half of a strategy game and half of like a story-rich like role-playing game. You pick a race. There are 8 different races, 4 of which are just skeleton versions of the other races. And you got a bunch of pre-made characters. They're pretty cool. And sorry, my throat hurts from all that laughing. I need to get some water at some point.
I
Yeah.
saw that
You
there's
little
lizard
parched there,
men.
buddy?
Yeah, after all the laughing, I feel like there's a spiked ball coming up my throat.
That's specific.
Yeah, I don't know why. But yeah,
There's lizard men. Is there lizard men?
there is in fact lizard men. You can play as a lizard man.
I can be a lizard man.
Yes, the lizard man have 2 special abilities that gives them plus 10 poison and plus 10 fire resistance. And the other one I forgot because I haven't played a lizard man before.
Didn't the lizard? Because the only frame of reference I have is like the lizards in like Elder Scrolls. But isn't there like ability just super shit It's like you swim good.
Yeah.
Like that- the
no, their
Argonians?
special ability is to shoot fire from their mouths.
The Argonians?
No,
the
I thought you were talking
Argonian-
about in Divinity.
The
Oh, no, I'm
Argonians,
talking
the
in-
Argonians are you breathe underwater, you swim faster, you're resistant to all diseases
Oh, that's pretty good.
and poisons, and you're naturally better at stealth. Specifically lock picking.
Oh, okay. Because the Khajiit are the just standard stealth class, right? Like that's their whole thing.
I think they also get a bonus because to melee because they have claws.
Yeah, they do. Bare hand melee, they do more damage.
That's a shame. I really don't play bad games. Anyway.
Oof, that's
Cool.
bullying.
I was going to say, I'm sorry I derailed this conversation and talk about a real RPG. Continue talking about
oh,
Divinity.
I'm sorry. I'm
It's
sorry,
not a
that
real
was
RPG
bullying.
unless there's anime tiz. You know that.
There literally, that was a
Ottoman.
joke.
Oh.
I was about to say there literally is.
Whoa!
But no,
all
there
right.
isn't.
Oh.
There. Oh yeah.
Listen.
There are mods. There are mods.
All right.
Also, it has mod support. Maybe you could look that up.
Listen, is it Alicia? God Eater.
What?
Is it Alyssa or Alicia?
Alyssa.
Alyssa. If she's not in the game.
From God Eater.
Yeah.
She's the worst. Why would you want her?
Bullied.
Because she's got the coolest design. It's
I
not,
know,
it's not
but
cool,
that's the
I'll be
part
honest.
that's the annoying
It's
part.
actually
is
a
that
really
she's a
stupid
decent
design, but it makes my fucking like reptilian brain just fire off on all goddamn sensors. I'm just like
hey, that cat girl from 2 isn't a paragon of perfect character, but like she got a big hammer and she cat, so
she a cat. She got them titties.
so she's on the team forever.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
She's not that fucking loser in his stupid hat and his dumb jeans.
Why?
Oof,
Why?
I've
Is that
not
the
played
guy?
God
Is that
Eater.
is that the pissed off guy that yells at everybody?
Yeah, not
No.
Soma.
No, I'm
We're
talking
talking
about
about Romeo, not even
Yeah.
Coda. Because Coda was at least kind of funny and had a good backstory. Romeo's a piece of shit. Fuck
Oh,
Romeo.
fuck.
You
I
guys
thought you
can't
were
see
talking
it.
about that. I thought you were talking about the other guy. He's
Jack.
like the third guy that joined your team. His name's Gilbert or something.
Gilbert?
He's got a
you mean
stupid hat.
the purple. Oh, you mean 2. Well, we're kind of in between 1 and 2. I played and beat 1.
Ooh, wow, really?
Yeah. I did
not.
I didn't. Well, because 1's got the better story, or at least the better characters.
Yeah, I played both and beat neither. Because
Oof.
every time we would say, like, yeah, we're going to do it, we're going to start it, one person would always just like, nope, I'm done.
I mean, I will play it tonight. I don't care.
Yeah, no.
God Eater 2's fun.
God Eater 2 is fun. Blood Arts.
Yeah,
So
God Eater 3 looks cool. I've never played a God Eater game. I don't know what you're talking about.
that looks super fun. I can't wait till God Eater.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that fucking for was it TGS? They just had a giant like fucking to scale replica of one of the monsters.
no, I didn't see that.
Damn.
And it was all like professionally lit and shit. It was
I'm
crazy.
It was pretty big and angry.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Do you like the video game that you played?
Divinity Original Sin 2 is a very fun game. I've only played with people who have Rick and Morty brains.
What's
So
it?
That means they're genius players that make him feel inadequate by comparison.
Ah, yes.
That is literally exactly what I'm saying. And so every time I play so I'm playing with my brother, which is one person who basically says, follow me, hit things, give me everything, don't touch anything. And I'm like, that's really fun, thanks. And then I'm playing with Blake, Crimson, and him, who they were having some inter-party conflict issues with Crimson knowing the game way too well and having a broken like character that killed everything before we even got to basically do anything other than maybe smack it once.
Damn.
And then there was a
Wait, so
PvP scenario, and it fell apart.
So this one has 4-player?
Yeah, it's 4-player
you
co-op.
can
That's
get
awesome because I
you-
have the first one and that's only 2-player and then everyone else is NPCs.
you can get mods that make it up to 10 players.
Yeah, no,
That's
there's
ridiculous.
The whole idea behind Divinity 2 is that it has like there's actually a D&D like
There-
campaign function that you can totally like.
Game Master mode.
Yeah, you can
That's
totally
awesome.
make your own like Divinity 2
Yeah.
scenario, and I thought that was always really cool because I think as much as like pen and paper is cool, the idea of like bringing us closer and closer to a real tangible storytelling device and a way to actively see the choices we're making like in games like that. It makes more sense to me. That's why Cyberpunk 2077 was always something that interested me when I was younger, but the idea of pen and paper RPGs just seem so archaic and tedious to me that I'm just like, of course I'm missing the point. It is always about the imagination, but the setup is miserable. I'd rather just have like an in-between, like a video game, handle all those fucking like all the math for me. I'll just make the decisions. I don't want to sit there and have a fucking 15-minute argument like I saw my friends have about whether or not he took a certain amount of damage. It's like, I'm okay.
That's the problem that I have with playing tabletop games. Like I get bored with all the bullshit. It's like, all right, here, calculate all your damage, blah blah blah. Here's some exposition, and then it's like, here's 40 minutes of bullshit before you get to actually do anything.
Yeah, arguing in universe is where it's fun.
Yeah,
arguing because your DM is sitting there and telling you that no, that shouldn't have hit that way, and you guys start pulling out the rule books. It's like, that's not fun. I don't want a rule book.
It's like a mixture of doing your math homework and being on the debate team.
Yeah. It's not great. It's the nerdiest fucking... That is actually nerdiest explanation I've ever heard.
That's why those dudes live in the locker.
Yeah, like me, who is DMing a Cyberpunk 2020 campaign right now.
The nerd.
God bless you.
Nerdiest
motherfucker. So back to Divinity before we completely forget it exists. It's really fun. It's really good. Learning all of the different class setups that you can start with are really fun. I have not left the first island. Apparently there's a lot of content that I have completely missed because I don't know what's going on. And I'm pretty much just going around talking to people and hope they don't stab me in the back, or if they do, I can stab them in the face with my mace later. So yeah.
And Divinity 2 is the one that's like it's pirates now, right?
No.
Basically,
that's
what happens...
you're thinking of Pillars of Eternity.
I'm thinking
2.
of Pillars of Eternity. Well,
yeah. So basically, what happens in Divinity 2 is you start out and you're on a boat, just like everyone's favorite everything. So you start out on a boat, and you have these collars on that prevent you from doing source magic, which is the thing I talked about before that summons horrible demon monsters that eat everyone. And these things called the Magisters, which are basically the church, take everyone that they can who could theoretically learn source magic, even children, literally children, put them on this boat, test them for source magic. If they see that they have source magic in their veins or whatever, then they put the source collar on and they can't use source magic. And then they basically throw them on a giant fort that is incredibly well equipped and has a shit ton of people that will kick your ass unless you're level 5.
Well, if the collar...
Boy, do you got the magic marinara in you?
If the collar turns off the magic, I feel like that's enough, right?
No.
No.
I mean,
people could get it off.
If it's a good collar.
They
need to make a better collar.
Way to get it off.
Hey, a shock collar can totally stop a murderer from murdering, right?
Like
if it's really zappy.
Yeah, but then you'll just kill him.
That's not true. What are you talking about?
If you can zap someone enough to a point in which they die, and at that
point... No, but if
any
time they try to stand up, they get tased, they lose control of their legs for a couple of seconds.
Right, and at some point, nerve damage will occur.
Yeah, but it's not a perfect
So the question,
system.
so just kill him.
He wouldn't die. Well, maybe after the third time, he'd stop murdering.
Right, and that's probably what the collars are for.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so we're in agreement.
We're not.
Yeah, the source collars, they don't actively hurt you or anything. Pretty much the most annoying thing about them is that they don't let you use your source spell, which in the beginning is Dome of Protection. And the second thing is that they take up your amulet slot, which is fucking annoying because you find like 3 amulets at the beginning of the game and you just can't equip them.
Of course.
And yeah.
Bow wow.
And yeah, so basically it's your first objective is to A, get your source collar off, and B, escape the island. Not in that order. Or in that order if you want to. But yeah, there's lots of cool side quests. There's an arena you can go to and you can fight a bunch of enemies. You can fight your friends. There's a whole thing where you can talk to the pre-made characters if you didn't pick to play any of them, and they have their own side quests that are like personal stories that you can help them with, or if you play as them, you get a special quest that no one else does, and it's really cool.
That does sound pretty cool.
Yeah.
I remember hearing Pat from Best Friends talk about that game and like how crazy its co-op is. Like you can just go and fuck up quests for everybody else. Like you can wander across half the fucking map by yourself. So like here's the thing is you can put yourself into a position where you then somehow become the antagonist for that quest.
Yeah, I didn't know about that, but I do know that, like I said with the arena, after you beat all of the NPCs, they ask you, would you like to become the one? And I'm like, what, the guy from Spy Kids 3? He dies, so I don't want to be him. But they're like, no. Also, that question is not in the actual game.
I hate you so much.
Don't fuck
He's called the guy.
Yeah, exactly. It's the guy, not the
Sorry.
one.
Yeah.
I forgot.
It's the
But yeah, they're
guy.
like,
Wait,
who here
why the
wants-
fuck do you know that?
Because, motherfucker, I have seen Spy Kids 3 way more than I probably should have.
Me too.
That's-
Because
Sounds
my little brother would not stop watching that fucking movie. And the thing about people with autism is they just rewind shit and watch it over and over again. And I watched Sylvester Stallone yell at himself for fucking 2.5 hours all the fucking time.
That's right. It's Sylvester Stallone.
It's Sylvester
He's the
Stallone,
villain.
but as several other villains.
Who is the better
Yeah,
villain?
it's-
Sylvester
no,
Stallone in
'cause-
Spy Kids 3 or George Lopez in Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
I
who
think
was the
George
more
Lopez.
George Lopez was the empathetic villain, whereas
Yeah,
Sylvester
no, 'cause
Stallone.
Here's the funny thing about that though is that the reveal of that movie is that George Clooney takes off the mask and he's Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
Because George Clooney plays the president.
I want to meet the guy who thought it was a good idea to just put George Lopez's head on a giant fucking TV
Big
screen.
TV. He's a walking
just-
CRT.
He's a walking CRT, man.
That fucking scares kids, man. Like I don't want to see.
I want to talk to the
just hear in
guy.
the background just
Fuck.
Well, I've told you about that, right? Like that would George Lopez traumatized me as a child.
What do you mean he traumatized?
Because you'd go to bed watching like Nickelodeon, right? But then middle of the night, you had the TV turn quiet,
Yeah.
but George Lopez doesn't care. It's just you're asleep. It's 2 a.m.
low rider.
And like the loudest fucking sound, and then you open your eyes and George Lopez, he's on the trampoline, he's like,
Okay. So did George
do your
Lopez
homework,
just-
Max, and that son's name was Max. So George Lopez would talk to me. It was the worst.
Did George Lopez just get the most annoying sound from the world from the first episode of the Gmod Idiot Box to play in the beginning of his fucking show?
My God.
What happened?
Fucking George Lopez. The opening for George Lopez's show, The George Lopez Show,
It's the
is
worst.
Lowrider,
I don't know.
which is
Yeah.
not a good song.
Who's more egregious in their naming convention and rather the subject material? Is it Ray Romano or George Lopez?
I think it's
I would
George
say probably,
Lopez.
because at least George Lopez has the odd, like he'll just say it's just my show, and Ray Romano has the fucking audacity to say everybody loves Raymond, which is not fucking true.
No.
It's the farthest thing from the truth, actually. So fuck Ray
Yeah.
Romano, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oof.
Sorry, Ray Romano.
That escalated really quickly.
I know he's a frequent listener to Not Another Podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
man.
Yeah, I apologize, Raymano. Please
He's
don't hurt
been
us.
waiting
Ray-
for the Hero Aka episode
Ray
for a
Mono.
while.
I don't.
Ray Romano is All Might.
Who do you think Ray Romano's favorite Hero Aka character? is?
Sylvester
Echo.
Stallone is Akihiko Kayaba.
Oh no!
Okay, wait, who are they going to get for the guy from the second half of the show?
gotta save Asuna, kid. You gotta use
Where's-
You
Die in the game, the microwave.
Hey Max, how angry are you gonna
Hey,
be
Kaya,
when
but
they...
how's that tech work again? Okay, you put it on your head and the microwave Well, what happens to the guy? Oh, he takes a little nap.
You ever make a
Have
potato
you ever
before?
seen
You're the potato, and then you become a potato. What is your question about me eventually being angry? Because the answer most likely is yes.
I said,
The
will
listeners
you
are
be
wondering.
angry when... What?
I'm not still dying. I just have a cough still, unfortunately.
Nice. Okay, so the question that I had was, are you going to be angry when they announce Angelina Jolie as Xenon?
How and why?
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie plays a 15-year-old Japanese schoolgirl.
Yeah.
Wait, Xenon isn't 15.
Because fucking J.J. Abrams, who would totally be directing the Sword Art Online movie, turns around and says, I watched Hackers, and she was pretty good in that one.
But she was older. Am I thinking of... Oh, no, sorry. I'm thinking of Len, her in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Len. I forgot completely. It's been a while since I watched
so
Sword
Gail
Art
Show
Online.
is so fun.
Angelina Jolie plays Len, but like in the game, it's just a chibi version of Angelina Jolie.
It's Angelina Jolie's head.
God, her head, it would be massive.
Oh,
It's just
it's like playing. Oh yeah, she put the big head mode sheet in. Like,
Oh, god damn
a
it.
little pink soldier with a big ass Angelina Jolie head.
And a P90.
Does she even act anymore? What has Angelina Jolie even been in?
She keeps adopting African kids and trying to make Brad Pitt
Oh my
just
God.
love all
Her
of them.
Wait a
life
second.
is
Isn't she
falling apart.
Makoto Kusanagi?
No, that's
Scarlett
Johansson.
Johansson.
Oh, that's
why
who I was
feel
thinking
like
of.
That's okay. That's who I figured you may have been, because Angelina Jolie was such a pull. It's like, is it because she was the Tomb Raider?
No, ScarJo,
Okay,
ScarJo would be Asuna.
I completely forgot what her name was. I don't watch real movies. I'm
Yeah.
a turbo weeb.
ScarJo would be Asuna,
No.
and fucking, oh my god.
Who's Sachi? Who's the throwaway actor that we could use for Sachi?
No, you got to get the
Who's
biggest
the kid?
actor.
Who's the kid from Zombieland? He'd be Kirito.
the main
Michael
one?
Cera?
No, not Michael Cera. The guy who's just like Michael Cera. Who's also
Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, he Jesse Eisenberg would be. Cute.
Oh, that's all. He's just enough of a dick too that he could pull it.
Oh god, this is terrible. This is like the
ScarJo
worst
would
thing
be
ever.
Asuna.
Like you just
Please
you
look
just
forward
take
to.
his
Idris Elba as a Jill. Just immediately.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
Please look forward to Aincrad.
Please look forward to the actual
He's
real
actually,
Sword
you know-
Art
you
Netflix
know what?
live action
No,
show that
Idris-
is coming out.
Idris Elba as a Jill would be good. I'm trying to think of like weird off the color. Well, no, because that'd be good. If it was a weird, a bad choice,
It'd
like,
be a white dude.
no, it would be Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan, Terry Crews
Or
plays
Kevin Hart plays
Kevin
Jill,
Hart plays
the largest
large
motherfucker.
tank,
With the big axe.
the only black representation in all of the 10,000 Sword Art players.
Literally
Oh my
the
God.
only black person in the entire universe.
It's like
Oh god.
Jack Black plays Klein. Fuck it.
Rave place.
Who
I
fucking
would,
cares?
I'd take that. That would make me go see the movie.
Hey, Kirito!
Okay, Rave, you want to play Eagle?
He's fucking throwing out memes.
Oh my god.
Oh god damn it.
Jack Black
okay.
doesn't do memes, he does onomatopoeia. That's like his
No,
that's why you hire him.
Did you see the picture of him with the Hollywood star?
No.
Oh god damn it.
He got the Hollywood star, and they took a picture of him, and he collectively got the nation.
With the stupid okay hand under his...
Oh,
hand
no.
thing underneath underneath like
Jack
this
Black
fucking-
already learning high level sword skills.
dude, powerful techniques.
God damn it.
Hit him
Does
with
he
the
have the
horizontal
highest-
square?
Does he have the highest charisma in every player in the game?
At that moment, Jack Black pulled out his elucidator and
Glock.
the repulsor.
Oh
Okay, so I'm
man.
just dying apparently. Jesus fuck.
Oof. Okay,
Must
so...
protect the SPC clock.
Get your laughs in now, because it's all downhill towards the middle of the month when I finally
Yeah.
get to watch the because again, been reading the Alicization arc. It's been really good. Can't wait for A1 Pictures to probably ruin it again.
Yeah, well.
Okay,
Fifth
so
fucking time.
so let's power through the rest of my week because holy fuck, we've been talking about stupid shit for way
that's
too
it.
long.
Your week's done.
So you're watching Spy
Oof.
Kids.
Yeah, I watched Spy Kids. I
Yep,
watched
Spy.
Puelli Magi Madoka Magica. It was really good. I need to watch the movie. I'm running Cyberpunk 2020 really, really badly. We played a scenario that was literally just the song Big Iron, and everything was fucked.
Damn.
That's pretty much it.
It's a fun campaign.
Rad got
I
a
have
really
to-
big angry gun.
I gotta make sure I'm there for the next one. Jesus has this fucking. Jesus has this icon for the Roll20 for the campaign, and it pisses me off.
It's
because
JC
it's
Denton
like-
with an explosion behind him.
He's got an explosion behind him, but he's made like this YouTube community guidelines. Make this face so people will watch your video.
I'm pretty sure it's the boomer face.
And
He's doing the
like-
boomer face.
It
amazing.
infuriates me, and I don't know why.
But yeah, so I've pretty much just been playing Divinity. I watched Madoka Magica. I need to watch the Rebellion movie. I am running Cyberpunk 2020, and I just played a couple levels of Doom, pretty much, and that's it. Doom 2016. That game's really good.
It's a good game. I should go back and finish it at some point.
Yeah.
Although
Also,
I-
raved by Eunice.
Yeah, raved by Eunice. All right, my turn, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so I played a bunch of those online video games that people seem to like so much. I played a bunch of Warframe, and I like that game a lot. But boy, do I get angry when I play those Arcwing missions. They're really bad. I got to Saturn, and there's a mission where you have to stop this ship, and to do that you have to disable its engines and then blow up its shield generators. And I couldn't get past that part by myself, much less with 3 people,
Yeah.
because it never stops moving, and the hit boxes for the things you're supposed to blow up are so fucking small you can't possibly hit them. And then I found out it's like, oh yeah, after that, by the way, you have to escort the ship out of the level and protect it from enemies.
I have a
I'm like,
question.
what? Yeah,
Okay, so after Saturn, are you excited for Dreamcast?
I am very much excited for Dreamcast. I'm at the second Dreamcast is very close to me. I have one planet to go through, I think, before
Yeah,
I
it's
reach the
Dreamcast.
second Dreamcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Warframe showed me what my tolerance for mindless grinding was. And,
Yeah.
like,
Mm.
I didn't even get Rhino. Like, I did the same quest,
Ooh.
like, 15 to 20 times in a night.
Yep.
And I was like, wow, this game plays really good. I wish it was the competitive shooter I thought it was going to be when they first announced Warframe, because that's what it was advertised as at first.
Yeah,
I
wow.
didn't know that.
So you
play Dark Sector?
Max, you dropped at the point that most people usually do, which is when you get to Mars.
Yep,
Then,
I got a good
'cause-
way through Mars too. But the part I
Yeah.
needed wasn't even
Yeah.
on Mars. It was on what's the
It was on
first one?
Earth.
Pretty sure, yeah. It's one of the it's the space station right before you leave Earth, where you fight that boss in the big room, little spider
Yeah,
bot thing.
the robot dog thing. Yeah,
Yeah, that
it's
yeah.
that's the point where most people tap out of the game, because you were just trying to get Rhino. The biggest thing that hits a lot of new players is once you get to the end of Mars and you get to the junction, the game asks you to find these codex things, and they're bullshit. And I almost quit the game because they spawn randomly in levels on Mars. You don't know where they are, and the only way you have to hope that you can find, if you're playing with a party like randos, you have to hope that you can find and scan the thing before they finish the mission. because there's no quest indicator for it at all.
Yeah.
And it's the worst part of the game that I've experienced so far.
Yeah. My biggest problem with Warframe is that I feel like they obfuscate the unique, cool stuff that you want to get, like, a lot, with the trying to figure out what you want to get first, which basically means you should probably go to the wiki, and then hoping the thing that you think is cool and angry, I really hope that it's close, and also if that the drop chances are good. And then after that, you have to wait for each part to be done, and then you have to make the thing, and it's really obnoxious. So, yeah, if you have the time or the patience, it's really, really fun, and I really like the gameplay. And if I had infinite money to buy, like, Prime stuff or whatever, so that I could get new stuff to play with, then I would probably play it more. But
It just needs, and it's a shame because everything I've heard about like Warframe PvP, because in most of those MMOs, or I guess not in those MMOs, but in most MMOs, like raids are cool and all, but like I eventually want to get to the point of like large scale PvP, and I hear Warframes is not great.
No, it's not. It's one of those things. It's like, oh yeah, you could do all this crazy looking cool shit in the PvP. It's like, oh, so you're like, so the PvP is pretty good. It's like, no, it's fucking terrible. It's unbalanced as shit.
yeah, I haven't ever touched it.
The only reason I'm still hanging on is one, because I think the Warframe, like, just general customization in terms of appearance is fucking radical. Because like I got the last Prime one that they were selling. It was Limbo, and I just made him look like a robotic Bloodborne.
It's not even dissolve. I'm sorry. I'm watching Phil like try to drink some Alka-Seltzer. I've been trying to like with just hand motions kind of talk him through the process. Well, because he just took a sip. That shit's not even dissolved yet. No, it's gonna. I just leave it. It's fine.
But yeah, the only reason I'm holding on to it is because I want to play those big story missions, because I hear it's worth the time investment.
How much time have you already put in?
I think I've put in like 45 hours.
I've put in easily 200.
Final Fantasy 13 gets good after the first 20 hours.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Odyssey really picks up after 15 hours.
Is that a thing?
That is the Kotaku, or it's either the Polygon or Kotaku article where the headline like excerpt from it is, yeah, it really picks up after the first 15 hours.
See, the difference is, does it suck for the first 15 hours, or does it just get better after the first 15 hours?
I don't know.
Because
I didn't
out of
look
context,
at it,
like I
wouldn't care.
like I wouldn't read that, and also I don't care. But that distinction is very important, because the first 20 hours of 13 suck. They are bad.
Yes, they do.
And I'm pretty sure after the 20 hours, it's not great. But
yeah, it's so I'm hoping either way, at least, I'm looking forward to the story content, because I hear it's very good from everyone I know that actively plays Warframe.
Yeah.
But
I'll watch a Let's Play,
Yeah. Other than that, I went back to Let It Die.
I have seen you playing Let It Die all week.
Yes.
How are you enjoying your infinite money hole?
So, here's the thing about that game. I like it a lot.
Phil's wrong. That was a joke.
I think it's super fun. I'm not gonna say that Phil's wrong, because Phil played Let It Die and he didn't like it, and I completely understand the reasons why
Phil back
Phil
from the
doesn't
fucking
like
dead.
it.
Let It Die is a bad game. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
I understand why Phil doesn't
He's like,
like
I
it.
understand your opinion, and I value it, and I honor your
I
opinion.
value
Here you
the
come
opinion.
In, guns blazing.
See, this is the thing. I don't remember who said it, but it's
not that bad.
Everyone's opinion is valid unless it's wrong.
Yeah.
That was somebody. I don't know who it was.
The thing about that game is that it is a grind, I would say, more than Warframe to a certain degree, because the way that characters and leveling and just getting shit in that game works is like, all right, here's your new character, your third grade level character. This guy, all of this guy's stats go up to 15, but you have to grind those lower floors so that he is at all competent for higher floors. And it's like, you have these limited inventory slots, so why would you pick any character that isn't the scavenger type? Because he has 10 more inventory slots, or and it's
unless you're throwing yourself at a boss.
Yeah, that quickly narrows down. There's a lot of interesting aspects to the game, though, and I think the way that weapons work in that game, where if you kill enemies with specific weapons, and the equivalent of Warframe's mastery rank goes up every time you kill one, and every time the weapon gains a level, you attack bonus with it, or you gain a stamina loss decrease, or sometimes you'll just unlock moves with it. And I think that's really interesting, and I really want to see what's at the end of that game, because I made it to floor 16. I think Phil made it like 8 or 9. I don't remember if he beat the first major boss.
Yeah. Which is the first major boss? The shooter person?
No, it is
big hulking monstrosity thing, right?
Yeah, it's the guy. No, it is those are the mid bosses. The first major boss is this guy who is a head who he surgically attached his arms to his own head so that he had like way better response times and shit, so that he could fashion.
So he's got the Angelina Jolie head ass thing going on.
Yeah, he's got the Angelina Jolie head ass thing, and he straps himself to a mech that he's made out of meat and drills.
Nice.
And you fight him on a moving train.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then the second guy, I don't know what his deal is. All I know is that the game goes out of his way to go, it's like, here's this gay black guy that likes explosives.
Nice.
And I'm like, all right, let's do that. Let's do that.
See,
and
I'm of the mindset I like Let It Die's style, and
I do too.
But I would have paid $30 for it. I would have rather paid money instead of having it like dragged down by free-to-play mechanics. And that's
like the thing that I do is like I put it down, and then I wait like 2 months, and then when I come back, because the way that game works is you don't miss login bonuses.
Oh.
They just accumulate.
Oh, and is it like daily or weekly?
It's daily. So by the time I came back to it, it had been like 6 months. I had, I think 50 of the respawn currency.
Oh, all right.
And I had a shit ton of money and like the spirit currency and everything, and I just made 10 floors of progression, and now I've reached the point where I'm out of that, and I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm comfortable with putting this down for another month or two and then coming back once I've got that accumulation again. But that's not the way you should have your game be.
Yeah.
And it genuinely does, because I was convinced this game was going to fucking tank and close. It like get shut down, and it shocks me that it's made it to PC.
Yeah, that was huge. Like when I didn't even see them announce that. I just saw on Steam Let It Die. I was like, all right, okay, round 2.
It's like, and like when I say like that game does have a lot of problems. I fully recognize all of Phil's issues with it, but there's just something about it that pulls me back, and I don't know what it is, but it's when I play it, I do have a good time with it.
Coughing Phil here to remind you that control is wrong.
Bullied.
No matter how
As-
many times he tries to convey his point in a very smart and intellectual way, he can still be wrong.
As a purveyor of awful, terrible games that I cannot escape from, I understand
Neptunia.
the feeling. Not no,
Yeah,
Neptunia has become a 100% unironic. I like the Neptunia series now.
I think
They're
it's,
fun.
like,
I don't know.
I think I have
You'll
like
see, Phil.
on a much larger scale.
Mark
I think
II
I
full
have
playthrough,
I
you'll
have
see.
this. I have the same feeling
That you have to
like
play.
that I get like the reason why I keep buying fucking Sword Art games.
Nice.
It's because there's something about it that just pulls me in, and I don't know what it is. And by the time I realize it, stop it! It's pulling you in again.
Yeah.
I've already bought the game at full price.
You know why? Because they're
Yeah.
basically you really like games that you can just waste a fuck ton of time in.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
You absolutely gravitate towards games that require an absolutely huge amount of time to just kind of plop into them, which is crazy because you don't have any. So like I don't understand how that works for you.
Mm.
'Cause you're always
Specifically-
so fucking
It's-
busy.
It
So like
it's bad. Like fucking I hate it too because it's like I don't have the time for all of this bullshit.
you can't
at all.
you can't sit control down to play a fucking single player game. But the moment someone turns to him and it's like, "Oh, persistent progression system that has 9,999 levels of actual fucking progress needed, sign me up." And
You'd
he's
like
immediately
here's
on
the
you
board.
would like
Here's the thing.
Disgaea.
Here's the thing. I hate Disgaea.
Wow, you can just play that shit forever.
Yep.
I know.
Like
It's
even
'cause
now,
I-
every time I turn on my Switch and I see that the Xenoblade like cart's in there, it's like, man, I'd rather play Disgaea, but I don't want to
Oh
swap
yeah,
it. I haven't
I
touched
can't
my Switch
stand-
in a sec. It's been
I
a
can't.
second.
I don't like Xenoblade. I hate
Yeah.
the way the combat feels.
Yeah, I've
And
been
like
getting
I've
into
heard
it.
it gets,
It's just,
I've heard it gets better and faster, and it's like okay, but I don't have the 15 hours necessary to put into that.
I had to play a lot of Final Fantasy, like because I tried Xenoblade Chronicles 1 a while back, and I won't. We talked about it like last podcast, so I won't talk too much about it again. But pretty much playing MMOs and understanding like how auto attacks like work and why they're important is what allowed me to enjoy Xenoblade. But I also would much rather it either just be an action RPG or a turn-based RPG.
Yeah,
This weird middle one, I don't know.
I wouldn't even mind it as long as the combat moved faster.
It is
Yeah.
kind
Like,
of
it-
slow. There are
it's-
slow
it's-
swings.
The like I'm like Phil's completely right where it's like I have 5 Yakuza games that I need to play.
Yep.
I'm playing but right now I'm playing Final Fantasy 15 again
Damn.
Yeah.
cuz they
'Cause-
changed a bunch of shit and I'm super into that. And it's like I bought Yakuza 6 the day it came out. I haven't booted the game.
Damn.
I beat Amon.
I won't put.
I platinumed
Yeah.
it.
I'll put 15 back in when it's done.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
agree.
That's it. It's done.
No.
But it's
No,
it's
well,
just-
they're not. I don't see any other gameplay additions they could make. It's just going to be DLC now.
Other
But
than
that's
all the
what I'm
other
saying is
episodes.
when I go through the whole game again, like when I buy the Royal Edition too,
oh yeah, no, like fucking
then I'll play through it again.
when I played through it the first time, I remember I think I was talking it might have been Rave, it might have been my friend Mike. They both played it.
I also played
when
it.
when I played through it, I was talking about a cutscene near the end of the game when everything's fucked and you're not helping.
Yep.
And they went, "What are you talking about?" And I went, the cutscene where this character gets fucked real bad. And they go, I've never seen that cutscene. That wasn't in the game for me
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
played it early, or
There is
they
an
played it on
entire
release.
section of Final Fantasy 15
There are
that
4 of them.
takes place in Insomnia
Yeah,
that actively has boss fights. And,
Guess what?
Like
You-
whole
yeah.
new cutscenes. that
guess what? You don't get to
at
play
all.
that if you don't buy the Royal Pack.
Which
Yeah.
is upsetting because I bought the season pass. And
Yeah.
Phil, I remember you were like, "You cuck." And I'm like, "It's gonna be worth it." And it's like I still have to buy. And the fact that the Royal Edition is a cheaper just upgrade where I don't have to go out and buy the full game again is like fine.
Also, combats
But
could have been so much more, and like.
I agree.
For whatever, I feel like with that combat system and what they could have done with it and the places they could have gone, like, I 100% believe that if they put their heart to it, they could have found a way to make a more persistent walk around the world and just take on quests.
Yeah, they could have made the whole game multiplayer.
So,
Honestly, like I know, I feel like you're joking a little bit, but honestly, they could have made the whole game multiplayer.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing with that is like they made the combat feel better too. Like I was playing it before the podcast started, and like I feel like I can play this game competently now instead of just holding the circle button and then spamming healing items that I have 99 of, because I'm like 90% sure that they widened the parry window for like blocks.
Oh.
Because I remember not being able to do it.
I don't know, you're bad then.
I was bad.
Yeah.
Because that window is really generous.
Yeah.
I remember to the point where like
game slows down.
For comparison, right? I could not do Foresight Slash on Monster Hunter World until they fucking turned the parry window up.
Yeah.
And they said, "Oh, you got a couple more frames." Like Foresight Slash was just a literal just guard technique for a little while. I don't know. Maybe it's just fucking bad control. You ever think about that?
That's a massive oof.
Well, I love that Phil is just taking as much time as he possibly can to blow me out on stream right after like I take my morning at work sending him messages asking him, "Hey, are you okay, man? I'm concerned about you."
Nothing of the sort. He is an
That's
actual
bullshit.
Lie. No, I'm
That's
kidding.
a fucking lie.
I'm kidding.
Damn.
He was him and Sean both hit me up separately and were like, "Hey man,
Yeah.
how are you doing?"
You're dying.
I even took the time.
Apparently, I'm fucking dying. I don't know, man. Like I don't feel sick, but apparently I'm fucking dying.
I even took the time this morning because Phil revealed you guys are gonna play White Day next, and I even took the time to tell him. I was like,
Max doesn't play
What
scary
the
games.
hell is White Day?
White Day is
it's a Korean horror game.
Yeah, White Day is like like their version of Valentine's Day.
It's
It's
and
like where the girl's supposed to ask the guy out.
Fair enough. That is scary.
Yeah, and
Oof.
like
Nothing
I went
scarier
and I
than
told Phil, I was like,
rejection.
"Hey,
You're never someone's first choice." Oof.
Yeah, I was like, "Hey, Phil, you should probably know this game like is best played on the harder difficulty because like half the scares are locked behind the hard difficulty." So
Which I think is so silly. I don't like when games do that. That's a really bad fucking.
Well, because you
choice.
play it on easy, and you'll still find all of the backstory for those ghosts that will appear in the harder difficulties.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
the incentive to play the harder difficulties is that you will unlock more stuff to the point where if you complete the game in a specific way on a specific difficulty, you unlock a completely new campaign with a new character that they just added and wasn't in the original. Yeah. You unlock unlock Claire B.
Right. Right, and that's fine, but like Nier did it right in the sense that it's not gated by difficulty.
No. There should be a little scare. Like you got your scare difficulty and you got your regular game difficulty, and then like.
Well, see, you have your endings which aren't really gated by difficulty. You can get I'm pretty sure I think there's like 8 endings, and you can get 6 out of the 8 endings on whatever difficulty you want because they're not based on that. They're based off of the invisible character relationship gauge that goes up or down depending on what you say to characters in certain cutscenes. and
This is a dating
all
sim?
no.
Kind of.
But
Maybe.
all the stuff that I mentioned is it's not none of it is progression. It's not progression. It's not big content. It's just like here's a ghost that doesn't appear on easy mode that appears when you're hiding in the bathroom stalls and kicks the doors in.
Nice.
Mm.
And I bang the ghost.
And
I
it's
talk to them good enough.
yeah, probably.
Nice.
And it's
Oh,
like
One of
here's
those
all
games.
here's all this neat extra shit that you can see if you play it on the harder difficulty. And the secondary campaign has like almost it's not so this game's a remake of a Korean horror game that came out in the early 2000s that was never localized here, and the only instance of it being in the West was fans translations.
Yeah.
And honestly, like all that stuff aside, I think it's the best remake I've ever seen of a game of this type, because they put so much unnecessary work into it and added so much. Like they added a brand new character and quest and storyline
Is it Diva?
that didn't need to be involved. And it's just super cool. But that's like I wanted Phil to know that just so he has like he can play it on the difficulty. I just wanted him to know like, hey, this is what you're gonna be missing if you play it on the normal or whatever.
All right.
The game's good.
Phil,
I have a question about.
Phil, what is one thing you've done?
Thought about content.
Cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Genuinely thought about.
Continuing the sword art review. Yeah.
No.
No.
Type check two.
Here's-
One type
here's
That's
your
my
sword art
demon.
review.
That's my demon.
Yeah, that's his demon. Here's your sword art review. It's bad.
No, it's
That's
not.
crazy. I never would have thought. What's that?
Fatal Bullet.
Okay, fine. It's serviceable.
Fatal Bullet is Yeah, I'll take serviceable.
Yeah, it's
I thought you were talking about Hollow
That game's
Realization. I
not
thought
bad.
that was.
A video game can certainly be played in the presence of Fatal Bullet.
Yeah.
I thought you were
Some-
talking about Hollow
And
Realization.
like now, that game's got tons of shit. That game's got like
Mhm.
raid missions. It's
You
got
want to talk about a game that isn't
PvP?
fucking finished? Sword art games have that huge fucking problem. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Hollow Realization had a lot. I did not like that, and there are stuff that I'm looking at right now that I'm like, I could probably play Hollow Realization now and enjoy it. Like there is shit that they just add. It's like it changes the gameplay drastically.
Yeah.
And it's like, and the same shit happened in Fatal Bullet. When I'm looking at like the expansion packs, and I'm like, holy shit, this is like an insane fucking
It's a
change
different
of pace.
game now.
Yeah, like this is like it's unbelievable how much fucking like
yeah.
of a difference it actively is.
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
mix,
it's Freedom
a mix,
Wars too.
It's a mix between like we have to make a game every single year to keep the licenses up, and Sword Art gets passed on to Bandai's like H team.
Right.
Like there was some of their lowest teams. Like finally they got
They got Shift.
they got Dimps. For,
Dimps or Shift? No, it was Dimps.
Yeah, it was Dimps
Yeah.
to do
Shift
Fatal
was-
Bullet, which
Shift
at
is-
release is the best Sword Art game. Was Fatal Bullet because
Yeah.
it was a game.
Yeah,
that
it
you could
was a video
play.
game.
But no, I haven't gone back to it yet. I'll probably pick up the season pass when this last thing drops, and then like. But yeah, no. Or I might get the Switch version. I don't even know. Who knows?
Yeah,
Is there a
there's a
Switch
Switch
version
version?
coming out?
Oh shit! You want to go to news
No.
so we can? All right, guys.
I
Thanks
want
for
to
watching
talk
the
more
podcast.
about Sword Art.
Anyways, no, I
No, Hollow Realization and Fatal Bullet are coming to the Switch, both versions with all their DLC.
Nice.
I'm going through and I feel
I've only
like-
played Lost Song because my girlfriend bought it on this thing called
I'm
the
sorry about
PSTV, which I'm pretty confident is supposed to emulate a system that doesn't actually exist.
You're
Not
right.
sure what
it
it's supposed to be
emulates
called.
the Vita.
The PSP2,
Oh, I think that's
would
what
you
it is.
say?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
pronounced
so-
Vita.
PS.
I don't know what
Yeah.
that is.
Vita means
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, so
Ask
basically,
Brave, he knows about it.
I played that game and I had some decent fun with the gameplay, but the environments were really samey, and also every 5 fucking minutes, people stopped you to talk about nothing and just kind of stroke your Sword Art like fan throbbing.
Lost Song may be one of the worst games I've ever played.
Like it is.
Really?
It is really
because Hollow Fragment is
And I've played
one
some
of the
shit.
worst games I've ever
No,
played.
I finished Fragment. That's the only Sword
You
Art game I
finished
finished
it?
it. Yeah, I finished Hollow Fragment in like
Did you
That-
fight the secret
like a
boss?
weekend.
that game was infuriating to me because its difficulty curve just shoots up out of nowhere.
Seems like you're just bad again.
No, fuck off.
That was
be
a
it.
joke.
And
I
I generally had a good time with that game before that happened, and before I realized just how actually shit the translation was.
the translation was bad.
I'm kind of on the mindset where it's like, if I have any kind of extra money this month and I haven't already bought either horror games or actual good games coming out, I've been staring at Hollow Realization on the PC and I've been like, Or I think I could buy. I think I don't know if it's that one or another one that I can download for free because I got Fatal Bullet. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, it'll probably be Hollow Fragments now
Maybe
on
Hollow
PC.
Fragment. No, Fragment's on PC now too.
Oh shit, it might be that one.
That might be Fragment. But
Well, now you can get the lore. You play
yeah,
through it
gotta
sequentially.
get that the sweet Kirito
just play
lore
that- we'll play
dripping into
that-
my mouth.
We'll play that Nep game. That's basically just Hollow Realization.
Yeah, no, I played it and it's ass.
Yeah, but
I have it. I think I tried to refund
Cyber
it.
Dimension?
Oh, well,
Yeah, the one
yes.
Well, Four Goddesses. Yeah, well,
Four Goddesses online and it's miserable. I
Damn.
did not like
think
it at
I
all.
watched-
sorry
I
guys.
think I watched fucking. I think
The
I
camera's
saw like
miserable.
I think I saw like Liam from formerly of Best Friends played it for like an hour, and then his immediate response on Twitter is like, "This is shit."
It's bad. I was
Nice.
super excited for it because I was like, okay, action RPG online. That's all I want. I just want to play PSO. Just give me a fucking PSO clone. Just
Yeah.
someone turn around, do everything in your power, look at what makes PSO so fucking good,
Yeah.
and just fucking do
And then,
that.
and then slap the Sword Art IP on it. Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition and Yakuza Kiwami will be the November PlayStation Plus free games.
I'm gonna fucking murder you.
All right,
That's
let's
pretty
keep
good.
talking about Sword Art then. I tried to segue us. I
All
tried
right,
to put an
let's
end to
fucking-
the conversation definitively.
Oh my god. Yay, Bulletstorm. Yay. Well, Kiwami. I got to play.
I like
Bulletstorm-
Yakuza.
Bulletstorm's a fun
Real
game.
quick, hold on. Before it's 9:46.
I like
Holy
Yakuza.
shit, never mind.
That's what I'm saying. Is start speeding through this.
Okay, boom, boom, boom. Well, let me hear you say, wait, how is it 9:40? Fuck.
Yeah. It's becoming harder and harder to care about video games.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All
Sorry,
right,
the
here we
potential.
go.
Just
Bum,
buy
bum, bum, bum,
Yakuza.
bum, 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 bum. Guide your three.
By
release
Fist
date.
of the North Star.
More
God.
voices you won't recognize for Catherine.
Oh, woo, good.
Oh no, that's Sword Art news. Skip.
Stop. God Eater 3 got a release date. It's coming out this year. I think we talked about that, but still, it's got a demo now. That's news. There's going to be a live broadcast on the 12th, which is going to actually show off the demo, which means that they might just stealth release the demo, which means that I'm going to play the fuck out of that.
Yeah.
Hopefully it comes out in English.
No, it's not good. Well, actually,
Oh,
they're.
no.
I mean, they might. They're pushing really hard for it to definitely be.
Look, I'm gonna play it either way. I just
Trails of
hope
Cold
that
Steel.
I can understand.
Me too. Trails of Code Steel 1 and 2 got announced for the PS4 coming to the West finally.
That's good.
Which
Rave's excited.
Do you want not good news?
yeah, give me not good news. I don't care.
Cyberpunk 2077 to be distributed by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment in North America.
Yeah, so that means that microtransactions will definitely no, because they did the same thing for Witcher 3, and Witcher 3 is fine.
Oh no, WB Games is different.
Yeah, WB
Right.
Games is different.
Okay,
than
I was
Warner
thinking
Brothers.
of WB. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, for sure. Like WB Games are the developers that fucked over Arkham Knight.
Yeah, hope you
And,
guys
and
don't want to play that
Warner
one.
Brothers is just the publisher side of things, which
Okay.
they did really good with Witcher 3. They just let CD Projekt Red do what they're going to do.
Okay, then that's fine. Never mind. Good news.
The one
Yay.
thing I do kind of want to bring to a head, rather, to talk about it is the idea of what's going on with the Witcher nonsense. And a lot of that is just some of the most backwards and like
Petty.
salty pettiness I think I've ever seen ever.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. I forget his name. but the
Tolkien, right?
No.
It's
Oh,
Andre.
That's just who he stole all his
Sapkowski.
ideas from. Anyway,
Yeah,
So.
no, yeah, that's how he stole all his ideas, and then someone else stole his ideas. or was it the other way around?
It's like, do you guys know the exact quote like that he gave CD Projekt Red when?
Yeah, well, he hates video games. He straight up said
video games are not a medium for storytelling, and you can do whatever you want because it won't be successful.
Yeah,
my favorite was when he was like demanding the money because it was a demand. It wasn't like let's negotiate.
No,
it's like
he sued them.
Yeah, you will give me like $12 million, like
$16 million.
$16 million.
And like his reasoning was like, yeah, I didn't know it'd make this much money, so I know that contract
that's your
was signed,
problem,
but I'm suing you.
Right, and CD Projekt Red finally came out and made a statement and said, yeah, that's real cool. Fuck you. Like that's okay. That was my favorite.
The exact thing that he said was, well, I technically only gave you rights for the first game, so all the other stuff, that's like illegal, so I'll just sue you. And CD Projekt Red's like, all right, we'll see you in court.
That's funny. That's funny that you're gonna say that to a Polish-based video game company where the entire industry is built off piracy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, don't know if anyone else knows this, but this information was brought to me when Mike Pondsmith, the creator of Cyberpunk 2020, was talking about the developers over at CD Projekt Red, and he said, if I tell you anything about Cyberpunk 2077, they will kill me. They are large, they are tall, they are angry, and they are Polish, and they will kill me. So I don't think you should piss the people at CD Projekt Red off. I can't speak English or Polish.
Yeah, you
So,
try.
They're big guys.
It is one of the most ridiculous showcases of someone not being able to put aside their pride. Because do you know how much he sold Witcher for?
I don't know.
Are you
It
ready?
was a one-time thing.
Are you ready?
I'm gonna tell you
Drum roll,
right.
please.
It was like
Scraps,
$4,000.
It's $9,500.
Oh, yikes!
He sold it for barely $10,000.
How do you not
And he
have
was-
the foresight? Like, you're an idiot.
No, he strictly said video games are, like Control said, video games are dumb,
That would
and it's not going to work.
like, if it sells 200 copies, that's already more than what you sold it for.
And you know what the best part was? CD Projekt Red said, we'll give you royalties. And he said no.
well,
No.
guess what?
So
said
guess
no,
what,
guy?
fucker?
You don't-
don't get to play in the fucking pig pen anymore, dickhead.
Yeah.
You get to sit outside and watch everybody else have fun with all of
In
their
their
sick
money
fucking
barrels.
money. Well, you
get
just
to
sit
pick
there
up
brooding.
You get to pick up your
talking
ball
about
and
how-
go home.
Yeah, talking
Because
about
we
how
have
the
our
Netflix deal's also fucking you over, because you still don't have any respect for any other medium than the fucking written word. And you know what? Go fuck yourself, you idiot. You deserve
Also-
every piece of misfortune that's coming your way.
Also, there's a Witcher tabletop role-playing game, and guess what? When R. Talsorian Games went to get the rights, they didn't go to him. They went to CD Projekt.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah, because they
it's
have
like,
they
what
own the rights.
Yeah.
They own him.
Yeah.
He sold them outright. He
Yeah,
sold
so
them
it's-
outright to them.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous too, because like the guy's like 85.
Yeah, like, what are you even going to spend it on?
Yeah.
It is nothing but pettiness.
Probably sex.
And,
stuff.
even with all that pettiness and all that arrogance, he's still one of the most respected people in Poland right now.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck does he want? What does he want
Like-
more of? Fuck
Money.
you!
Like,
And it's like to the point where the guy who wrote the Metro books is like, nah, that guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah!
Metro guy knew what was up. That's
And that guy's like, and you can really see where the divide is because Andrei Sapkowski is like 85. The guy who writes the Metro books is like 28.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, how do you sit there, even if you don't understand a medium, how do you sit there and have someone tell you, I'm going to bring your world to life,
Mm-hmm.
and people we're gonna sell it, and
Yeah.
it may or may not potentially be successful, but I want to take. Who sits there and goes, no,
I mean,
video games are
Jesus Christ.
stupid. Like,
Fucking David Cage got Bowie with Omicron.
Well, that's the thing. Bowie's was an incredibly agreeable man.
Yeah.
But
And a weirdo.
Omicron-
Bowie's also God. So like
Yeah.
that's a whole other conversation.
But
Like,
I don't know. It's just I think at this point people are like down with games. They understand what's going on. This guy is just dumb.
Like the immediate knee-jerk action from everyone that I've seen, like that knows about this whole thing remotely, is go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Absolutely, as it should be.
Yeah.
Everyone, and I'm so happy that unilaterally everyone has been like, yes, fuck that kid. There are a few people on, well, we know where I go.
Yeah.
All the time.
Reset era.
I fucking knew it.
There is one or two people that have said, "Oh, he's totally within his right," and I've been like, "No, he's not.
He's actually
No, he's not.
He's legally not in his right.
He legally doesn't have a fucking leg to stand on.
He's just like,
because he's an idiot."
yeah.
So the moral of the story is angry old Polish men are
wrong.
stupid, and you should buy the Witcher games and the tabletop role-playing game.
And
not
Cyberpunk.
books.
Do it just to spite him.
Yeah.
And Cyberpunk, so Mike Pondsmith can turn into the next Notch,
And then tweet
but
at him.
also not be alt-right.
Tweet at him and say
Again.
like, "Hey, I really enjoyed your game, The Witcher. I really enjoyed your game, Gwent."
You know, I really appreciate that all those years ago you went out of your way to give a fledgling upstart company rights to what is potentially one of the most successful video game franchises of all time. I really
It was,
think that was
you know what?
super nice.
It was
of you.
really noble of you to let CD Projekt Red turn your terrible book series into passable video games.
Oh yeah, no, they're not great books at all. Like the fucking those books were not done being translated by the time Witcher 2 came out.
No.
Like
Yeah,
and the author has like lied to publications saying, "No, my books were all available to everybody before that game came out."
Yeah,
and
in
it's
Polish.
Like, no, they fucking weren't.
It's like you couldn't read it, but you could buy it.
There's also
Yeah.
the fact that the Witcher series has been like notorious for being potentially plagiarism. Because there was another book written by, I want to say, an American author, who also had a gentleman who dual wielded swords that had white hair and was known as the White Wolf. So
Are you talking about that
Really?
Dever guy?
No, you're talking Drizzt?
Yeah, Drizzt. I think it was.
Yeah.
I think
It's a
it
D&D
was.
like spin-off.
Yeah, I think-
Legend of Drizzt. I had the first 3 books. I never got past the first chapter of the first one.
I don't know if actually. I have to look that up. I don't know if it was Drizzt, but I want to say that sounds very familiar.
But I don't know if the timing lines up on that.
yeah, no, he straight up. Hold on.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, was it
like
this fucking cool guy? The coolest man who
See?
ever lived?
That guy's pretty fucking cool.
It's Drizzt.
like CD
Drizzy.
Projekt confuses the shit out of me though with their announcing shit, because they have said 3 times that Witcher 4 is going to be a thing, and then they go, "Nah, we're not making that."
Soul
It's
Calibur 6
Drizzt.
is Witcher 4.
Like, but like they keep saying that,
Elric.
no, yeah, we're making that,
Oh.
and then they go. Then I see an article come out where they're like, "No, yeah, Witcher 4 is not gonna happen. We can't build Witcher 4." I'm like, that's bullshit. You can build Cyberpunk. You can make Witcher 4. You have an
that
established
game might
world.
suck. Let's not.
All right, okay, so
Yeah.
I'll show you the picture. Everyone
Yeah.
at home, I'm showing one picture of the book from Michael Moorcock, and the name of it is The
That's a
Beard
great last name.
of the White Wolf.
Oh.
And he kind of looks
yeah.
like Geralt a little
He
bit, doesn't
kinda
he?
does.
Yeah, so Moorcock has already attempted to fucking sue Sapkowski. Like, Sapkowski's a fucking fraud.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Nice.
So yeah, play The Witcher. Don't read it. Readings for
Yeah,
the
play-
play
swears
The Witcher.
anyways.
Support CD Projekt Red. Also, just buy Cyberpunk. It's
Yeah.
gonna be fucking
Yeah.
the best.
Also,
It's gonna be great.
you should go to GOG.com and get a video game for free, because they're giving away, I think it's I don't know which one. I don't know if it was Shadow Warrior 2 or if it was...
It is
Shadow
Warrior
Warrior
2.
2.
Okay, because I voted for the red people with the guns and the slow time. Forgot name, please help.
The fuck are you talking
Strangleholds.
about?
No!
You must be talking about
It's
Strangleholds.
super hot.
Oh, super hot.
Super hot. So I voted for super hot, so I don't know which one won.
It was Shadow Warrior.
You did. Yeah, so go to GOG.com and get that for literally free right now.
Hey, you know
Max,
what's a better
if I,
Borderlands?
Max, if,
Shadow Warrior.
Max, if I wanted to play Stranglehold, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Phil, but if I wanted to play Stranglehold, I would just walk into whatever dollar discount store I could find, take it, and leave.
Don't,
Oof.
because that game breaks PS3s.
Because they wouldn't be able to stop me.
This-
They wouldn't stop me.
The Stranglehold,
go, yeah.
like I don't, this is really obscure knowledge. No one would probably know but me. But the Stranglehold demo on PlayStation 3 would almost constantly cause the yellow light of death.
Nice.
To the point where they
Wow.
took it off of the PSN store because it was
That's
a
amazing.
death trap.
Yeah, because it
Nice.
was one of the first games back then that tried to really push the whole particle effect thing.
Yep.
Because Hard Boiled is all about, and John Woo is all about, like, gunfights where the entire, like, Fear. If
Yeah.
anyone watched any of the Fear playthrough this week, you can see that, like, there's a ton of instances in which, like, if somebody fires at, like, one bale of, like, just powder or something,
Yeah.
it just fucking floods the
Pops.
area in a
Yeah.
fog.
Yeah.
And it looks super cool, and it's definitely, like, cinematic as fuck. But, like, back in the day, no one really knew what the hell those systems were capable of. So-
Yeah.
What else? Yeah, we'll do fighting game news real fast, real quick. Like, Skullomania is a girl and is in SNK Heroines.
It's in a bad game.
It's a shame
That's-
SNK didn't have any more female characters.
It's a shame. It's a shame that
Like
there's no
King.
Yeah, it's a shame there's no character like King. You know, that's a woman
That
in
is the
boxes.
best
and, you
feat,
know,
one of the best, or Vanessa, not Vanessa.
it's,
Yes, Vanessa.
Mila.
Yeah,
No, that's
Vanessa's
Tekken, isn't
Vanessa's the one with the okay.
It's
So
No,
Vanessa,
boxing
Mila's
mom.
dead or alive.
Vanessa is boxing mom.
Vanessa's better Mila. I forgot. Right?
Oh,
I
well,
forgot that
She's the one
Mila's
with the
dead or
tie,
alive.
right?
Vanessa is 100. Yes,
Yeah.
in the suspenders.
Yeah.
Vanessa may be one of the coolest female fighting game characters of all time.
If you had told me that
She's just a mom that cares about her kids and hits people really fucking hard.
yeah, if you had told me
Nice.
Vanessa was your fighting game waifu, I'd been like, yeah, I'm on board. But
Mila is not my fighting game waifu. That's just the character I like in Dead or Alive because I
Oh.
don't think the roster's that incredible.
Helena's definitely the right answer, but
That's,
okay.
I don't know because you're
At least we can agree that nobody likes honkers.
nobody likes honkers. I thought she was supposed to be like cow themed for the longest time. Apparently she's a pirate. I don't know.
They made her.
You know
They
that-
gave her fucking cow overalls because she has canonically the biggest tits in all of Dead or
But
Alive.
you won't have to play as Hanukkah because Base, Tina, and Mila all got revealed for Dead or Alive 6.
Well, of course, Tina's
Yeah.
gonna be there.
And
Tina's-
man, is her new design good.
it's just a
You know-
UFC uniform.
Is
Did
Base
you not
in it?
see it?
You talking about
Base is in
Mila's or
No,
talking about
Tina's.
No, Tina's is great.
No, Tina's is fantastic.
Tina's new design is
Mila
great.
is impossible to improve upon, so I didn't expect
Oh my
them
God.
to. Yugi is in Jump Force, and he looks like a dual monster.
He has a stand, right?
Yeah, he looks fucking disgusting. And yes, he fights with Dark Magician Girl, and Slifer the Sky Dragon as stands.
All right, that's pretty fucking.
It's
cool.
So
pretty
I
cool
have-
until you see his face, and it's
I have
garbage.
I had a question about that game. I don't know. I haven't talked to like anyone else about it, but for some reason, in certain camera angles, or maybe just not in that first trailer, everyone looks like shitty plastic like toys.
Yeah, no,
So
that's
here's-
just anime in
here's
today's day
here's
and age. Sorry.
Here's the exact comparison you're looking for. And they look like people's shitty SFM versions that you'd find on Rule 34.
No, because
they-
those are great.
No, they. Okay. Oof. If this gets
You
a
think
PC
so?
release, oof. No, it is. Hey, I remade the first level of Ocarina of Time in Unreal Engine.
Yeah, that level.
Here it
That level
is.
of uncanny.
It's
that
all
just
of
like-
those Sonic Unreal games that I play like once every
Ugh.
6 months on stream. It looks gross. But
It's really
hey,
bad.
at
The
least
Unreal-
it runs at 60 FPS, and the tag system actually looks kind of fun. I don't know. I'll have to try it.
ArcSys should probably teach people how to make anime games because nobody knows anymore.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
Maybe
they
they
tried-
shouldn't.
They
I don't know,
tried.
maybe
Kill la
they
Kill
should-
looks jank.
I
tried-
still think Kill la Kill looks way
Okay.
better than most
Oh,
other games.
way
Also-
better than Jump Force, but
Yeah.
like not as far as arena fighters go. Naruto is yet to be topped.
Also,
Naruto is a visual spectacle. Like
Kill la
the
Kill-
latest one.
Shinobi Strikers.
Yeah, that game looks rad.
I want to play it. I want to try it.
There is one
There's
thing
not
about
on
Kill la
demo.
Kill.
You can play up to a certain level.
There is a certain thing about Kill la Kill though, which is it's developed by A+, and it is actually being published by Arc System Works. So
Yeah.
A+ made the Little Witch Academia game, which I only played the demo of in Japanese, so I don't know what the fuck's going on with that.
Apparently that
I don't know
one
if it
is
was
not
any
very
good.
good. No.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a differentiator.
But I did play Shinobi Strikers during the demo. I don't know if it's up or if it was a beta or anything. It's very fun. It's very fun. I'd rather play with a full team of people, but no, that game's fun.
Yo, I'm trying to bring fucking Shinobi Strikers to CEO Otaku.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm surprised they had that. Or they had Dissidia, not
Yeah,
that.
they have fucking the lonely Dissidia station by the main stage that
Yeah.
no
You know
one
what's-
was at.
You know what's funny about that? I got a notification on YouTube for a new Dissidia NT character trailer, and it's like Dissidia is unique or something. Like it was some really weird.
Oh no,
Like,
they're
acronym.
trying.
They're trying really
absolutely
hard.
trying to keep supporting Dissidia.
Dissidia is a fun game. The only reason why I returned it is because it's dead.
Yeah.
It's
I
dead,
still
and
have my copy.
getting a team of people together is impossible. You have to find 6 people who all want to play Dissidia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Last thing for fighting games is Inferno got officially announced for Soul Calibur 6. He's a boss character. You can't play him online because he does dumb flips and shit.
Nice.
Other kind of little things, Kingdom Hearts is getting. If you haven't played Kingdom Hearts yet, all of them are now just on a disc.
Yep.
They're on one disc. You don't even have to worry about 1.5 and 2.5. It's just called Kingdom Hearts: The Story So Far. If you want to play Kingdom Hearts 3, you have to play these.
Sorry, Xbox
Now-
owners.
Sorry,
that
Xbox
fucking-
owners.
I saw that,
And also
I got,
PC.
I got very upset because it's like, well, what the fuck? Well, I have these 2 PS4 discs that you told me to buy because you said this was the only place to get it, and
If
now
you-
you're
here-
telling
Well,
me
here's
you're
the-
doing
well,
it
here's the thing.
again.
If you have both the HD collections on PS4,
There's no
don't
reason
even
to
bother.
No,
because
this
it's
isn't for
because
you.
all it is it's for people who don't have any. Like I would buy it because I don't have either of the HD collections or 2.8.
Yeah.
So, and the only inclusion for people who have the HD collections would be it's got 2.8, which you can get easy.
Cheap. Yeah, no, this
Okay.
is specifically for if at this point you still intend to play Kingdom Hearts 3 and you have not bought the other collections. If you have the 1.5 plus 2.5 plus 2.8, the 2 collections, you're fine. You don't need to buy this. There's nothing
Right.
else here. It's just all in
Yeah.
one pack, and it doesn't have a stupid name. Well, the story so far is kind of stupid, but at least it makes sense.
Yeah.
Where somebody goes, oh, if I want to play Kingdom Hearts 3, this is the story so far. Of course, they have no idea that they're going to get 9 games, 900-hour RPGs to play through.
That tweet is still some of the most relevant bullshit. It's like how confusing is KH? Kingdom Hearts 3 is the 12th game in the series. Oh.
And,
Yeah, so-
and all of the mobile games are canon.
I
all
might
of
actually-
them.
All of
Yeah.
them.
I might actually pick this up at some point because I picked up 1.5 and 2.5 for PS3 from my girlfriend originally.
Yeah.
I got them for like $12 each, and I'm like, I want an easy way to just be able to pick up 1, 2, and Birth by Sleep, and maybe try out the other one. It's only $40, so maybe
Yeah.
when it drops
There's-
in
And the
price,
new
I'll pick it
collection
up.
is $40. It is 100% worth it to play Kingdom Hearts 2 at 60 FPS. 4K.
Yeah.
Like, if
here's-
you can do 4K, God, that game still looks incredible.
Oh yeah.
I'd actually
Jesus and I decided we were gonna start Birth by Sleep on our channel,
Mm.
and we started with Aqua, and we were playing that, and
Don't start with Aqua.
As Phil knows, I believe my PS4 is a piece of garbage, and I have problems with it constantly. And we got to the end of the first world. It was the Cinderella one, and that was like a 3-hour stream.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed, the little percentage bar for when you save the game isn't filling up.
Oh no.
And
Yeah.
then the screen just cuts off.
Oh no.
And then when you
Back
looked
to
at your
the menu.
when you looked at your PS4, there were these little finger-sized holes in it, and then you heard in the distance, "Oh my wa mo shinderu."
Kenshiro. And then I discovered it was like, no, the 5 times you saved the game, it didn't save.
Yeah.
That's a weird
And-
PS4.
yeah.
Like it's having issues writing to the hard drive.
Oh no, it's bad. I have to factory
his-
reset
his-
my PS4 every other
Constantly.
week.
Damn.
Constantly.
It's almost like you
For
should
it to
probably
work.
buy a fucking new PS4 control.
I'm working on it, but I have things that I have to pay for, Phil.
Like
Like
bills.
like
I would
Kingdom
say
Hearts
stop.
Like-
story
I
so
would say
far.
stop giving me money, but that's a lot.
I gave you $30.
You did. You gave me 30
Yeah.
Canoodoroos, and they went pretty well.
Um,
And you know what's funny about the difference
like-
between my experience with Birth by Sleep and controls?
It's like
Uh,
I'm not.
I'm playing it on PPSSPP, the PlayStation Portable emulator,
yeah.
and I am running it at like 2700p or some shit, and when I unlock the frame rate, it hits 800 frames per second, and then I slide across the room. I'm like,
Yeah, don't do that.
That's the
Yeah.
way. I think
So
that's the
it's-
way Tetsuya Nomura intended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the more I
Jesus
see
sent
Kingdom
me-
Hearts 3 combat, yeah, probably, honestly.
So-
Jesus sent me a picture when he was doing that, when he started the game, and it's a picture of Ventus, and he couldn't figure out what was happening. He sends me this picture, and the graphics are so fucked up because of the emulator. It looks like Ventus is at the bottom of a pool.
yeah, it was the one of the
I'm gonna
tutorial
put it-
things.
I'm gonna put it in our call chat so you can see it.
It's
Yeah.
it's pretty
funny.
wild. Like that's
I don't-
actually it's actually
Yeah,
a
it's-
big problem that happened with Fear. Fear wasn't running on my computer. I had to fucking get a frame rate fix for it because it
Damn.
was like,
Yeah,
yeah, your computer's too fucking fast to play this old game.
We don't know what VSync
Yeah.
is yet.
That's
No
actually
idea.
funny. I started Mother Gunship a long time ago, and if I let that game run unlocked frame rate, it hits 903 FPS and crashes, and then I have to
So-
go into the system files and then lock it again.
so I put the image Jesus sent me into the voice call chat.
Well, that
So you
boy's
guys can
that dude's
see.
quick. That's
He's blurry.
that's
I'm going to put this into the
He
stream
moves-
chat as well.
He
for people
moves
to see.
very fast.
But yeah. Moral of the story:
But
do not just buy Kingdom Hearts 3. As
Yeah,
much as
yeah.
I wish I could tell
fucking-
you that, it is. I don't see a way you could play like Kingdom Hearts 2. If you skip Chain of Memories, you can still kind of get by.
No, you can play Kingdom Hearts 3 because
Alright.
they're gonna do the Yakuza thing. They've already confirmed.
yeah,
I
Oh,
like
they are?
Yakuza.
Yeah, because I mean they have to.
They
'Cause Xbox doesn't fucking
they
get to have the
literally
game.
have to.
Yeah, the Xbox doesn't
Yeah.
get to.
It
have-
is weird this isn't on Xbox. There has to be
There's some
reason.
sort of weird marketing fucking thing for all the older games that like Sony's
Yeah.
just like hoarding them all
All right. Well,
because they're
I
trying
feel
to
like,
force people. Because unfortunately, it looks like the best way to play 3 is actually on the Xbox One X.
damn.
Because it runs at 4K 60.
Yeah, it runs at 4K 60, no, like unhinged, like it's
Yeah.
really good.
And what's it called? And if you try to do all of the emulator shenanigans, you're going to do the same thing that you did with having all the games legally, where you have 9 different places to play all of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will say it right now. I was considering playing at least some of the Kingdom Hearts games, or like Cavern of Remembrance or something on stream.
Right.
I'm not gonna do that because I have no intention of
don't.
streaming Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm gonna
Yeah.
blast through that. When that game comes out, I'm gonna use
Mhm.
all my PTOs, and I
Wow.
will blast through that game in like one sitting, because I need to play it. Like maybe afterwards I'll go back through, or maybe we'll go through it.
Mhm.
But I figure if I'm not going to stream Kingdom Hearts 3, I won't stream it.
For me, that's going to be Death Stranding for me. I can give a shit about Kingdom Hearts 3 right now.
Oh, well, I mean, Death Stranding is like a brand new thing. So
right, but like...
I haven't been waiting 13 years for Death Stranding.
No, but I've never been more excited for a game in my entire life than Death Stranding, other than Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk and Death Stranding are pretty much are neck and neck for like...
At least Cyberpunk I've seen video game.
Right.
Death Stranding is...
After the latest trailer for fucking Death Stranding...
I don't care. It's a movie.
I don't care that you don't care.
What if all you do is like run from that? You just run and you hide.
You do have a singular gun.
Why does everyone think that? Listen, how do you come off of Metal Gear Solid 5 and go, the game's not going to play good?
No, I don't doubt that it'll play good.
You have a gun.
I want to see him shoot it. What if it's just a story gun?
Listen,
what if it's a plot gun and he never shoots it because he's a pacifist?
I'll be honest. I loaded up Mankind Divided the other day for Deus Ex.
Okay. Oof.
And I went through it and I'm realizing I don't fight anybody in that game. I just sneak past them.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of fun with that. And you know what? If that's what that is, hey, I'm down.
I would just like to know if that's what that is.
You're right.
Hello,
sure. And I understand that.
Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yes.
Now,
yes,
what if it drains the baby's life support? What if it drains the baby's life force when you shoot the gun?
Listen, I get that people are pissed. I understand that, like, them being so fucking enigmatic.
It's not even that I'm pissed. I'm apathetic towards it.
Kojima,
you had me at that first trailer.
Right.
That second trailer when Mads Mikkelsen walks out and all the skeletons are attached with, like, wires and stuff.
Right.
I'm caring less and less with every... I just don't...
But I don't see why that is.
Show me a HUD. Show me a video game.
He does. This is what he always does.
Yeah, I didn't like it for Metal Gear Solid 5 either. Especially because it was lies.
The thing is that it's just extended across a much longer time frame than anyone's used to. But he does this kind of bullshit all the time.
Yeah, and I don't like it.
Because you're dumb. How about that?
That's a big bully.
What do you mean?
Because that's literally the point, though. He has come out on record and said that the reason why he's doing that is because that's part of the game. He wants people to look and figure it out, and then at some point he's going to be like, okay, yeah, here's what you need to know. But, like, he's genuinely, like, everyone has said, and I quote, we're actually freaked out how fucking inhumanly fast Death Stranding is being developed. That game is being made. There is shit happening. And yes, from what voice actors have seen, voice actors have said, yeah, it just looks like a lot of walking around. I get it. I understand the fear. But that's what people said about fucking MGS5.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of just walking around in those fucking trailers for a very long time. And it ended up becoming one of the most ridiculous fucking gameplay experiences ever.
Yeah.
So you know what?
But I also didn't care about it until I saw it.
Because you're dumb.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm not.
No
I don't
concept
think
of fun.
I was gonna say it's, but it doesn't look fun yet.
My fun is looking at that and being able. I love that shit to analyze that crazy shit going on and going. I actually kind of feel like I know what the story's about now. That's fucking cool. Okay. I like that.
That's fine.
I'm
just
all
saying,
about,
like,
your boy,
I'll
Max,
figure it out when the game. I have the game and I play it.
No, it's okay.
It's like
you get it early.
It's fine.
You would not enjoy
I don't understand the nuance of sword art. You won't understand this. That's fine.
Oof.
It's not even that. Like, that's not even close. It's like, I like to know about the video game. I don't want to see story stuff until I play the game.
Right, but like
at all.
I agree with Max.
Some of the best experiences I've had with video games is when I've gone in completely blind.
Yeah.
This is pretty blind.
I didn't like.
This is almost exactly the definition of being blind.
I would rather see like a couple of gameplay stuff and then just release it. Like, I don't.
That's literally every game, though. You can just do that with every game, and that kind of removes the mysticism behind it.
Yeah, but I also just get to. I know about it when it's coming out. I'm not waiting like, oh shit, when am I going to get to play this one? 2020, 2021?
Well, no, he's definitely said like he hard cut a date. And he said before the Olympics, which is in 2020. So that was 4 years ago. So when you go by the idea of like development time and like everything's everything's corresponding to
All right.
traditional development time. And even then, everyone has said, like, almost everyone who's gotten, like, at least a look at the game has said, we are mortified that Kojima is working so fast. We don't know how he's doing it.
Yeah.
So I highly expect at least maybe next E3 will be the last time we see Death Stranding, and then it will release next year. Like, end of next year, at least.
That'd be cool.
Or even early 2020. The idea is it's just I 100% have all my faith. I'm super excited for it. It is doing shit that, like, in those trailers that I just haven't seen in any other game before.
No,
or just in a medium before. Like, I'm super excited.
It'll be a day one buy for me. All I'm saying is I just.
No, I get what you're
So
saying.
there's a game I don't care.
I get what
I
you're saying.
didn't care about Cyberpunk until I saw 50 minutes of video game happening in front of my face.
Right.
And all you did was you heard like Cyberpunk 2070. It's going to be the greatest, most revolutionary game. Like, I don't care that smoke and mirrors, because when the game trailer came out, it's like, it's not. This is a first-person shooter with open-world elements where you can
And RPG
customize your
stuff.
character and RPG stuff. Like, none of it was mind-blowing. So that's what I'm saying is the more you're kind of dilly-dallying and just like saying like, oh, speculate about the story. It's like, I'd rather just know what the game is. Like, what am I going to buy and what am I going to play? And I don't need a lot. I just need just give me 5 minutes.
Right.
Just show me HUD, walk around, quick thing. That's it. I'm fine. That's all I need.
Understandable.
But until then, it's a movie and I
Have a
won't
nice
care
day.
until it's in my hands and I can play it.
Understandable. But
You're wrong. That was a joke. Please don't hurt me. Oh, God damn it, I knew you were going to say that.
You guys, there's you know that new creation tool that Sony's been making, Dreams.
yeah.
I've been.
Too bad it's
I
not real.
saw some. I saw some
Dreams
cool
isn't
stuff
real.
coming out of that. I was on Reddit today because I browse Reddit while I'm at work, instead of doing my job. And somebody remade PT in Dreams.
Fun
Nice.
fact: the Game Informer cover is actually made entirely in Dreams. Like it's
Nice.
it's like a thing that the staff or someone made during their playtime, and it just looks like a crazy.
It
fucking-
looks-
So that's
It
actually
looks
coming out
cool.
then?
Yeah,
It's
no,
not just
yeah.
being used for little press conference bumpers?
Yeah, no, they're doing.
It
stuff.
looks really cool.
It's good to see Media Molecule like stretch their
Yeah.
fucking creative limbs and do something.
They're not
pretty
lie to
crazy.
people.
Yeah, because after Little Big Planet 3, yikes.
That was a joke.
Like,
I
Little
mean-
Big Planet was probably one of my favorite, like, PlayStation 3, like, new IPs. Like, I love Little Big Planet 1 and 2, but 3 was bad.
Well, I mean,
I've only played one.
where
I
could you go
played the
with that idea?
PSP
No,
game,
I mean,
which
like,
is
it would run on
completely
sub
different.
20 on PS4.
Oh,
No, like,
That's
it
crazy.
was optimized poorly. It ran worse than the other games. The new stuff they added, like, just wasn't enough. And yeah, it's like you're 3 games in. What are you gonna do?
man, why does it remind me real quick? I'm trying to remember the fucking racing game.
Mod Nation Racers.
No, not that one. There's
Little Big Planet
Project
karting.
Cars.
It might have been actually. No, there was a fucking game that came out, a racing game a while ago that they were just like, this is great. This is going to be really good. And someone fucked up one line of code in a just sea of torrential code. And the net code was so broken it would brick fucking PS4.
Is it Need for Speed?
Or something. I maybe Need for
Oh, it was
Speed.
PS4?
Yeah, it was a
Colonial
PS4
Marines?
It was an early PS4 game.
I feel
Because
like
it wasn't. Cause,
No, it was a racing
no, it's not
title.
Colonial Marines.
It was
Oh, okay.
it was a racing
Blur?
title, and it was
Drive Club?
released- I don't remember.
I'm trying to just think of early.
All I know is that there was a fucking game that came out, and people were super hyped for it, and it didn't work on launch for months because of that
Shit.
one line of code.
Is it the one that lets you just drive around and drive through America? And that's just literally
No,
the map of
the
the
crew
Earth?
didn't
Not the
ruin
crew.
anybody's setups.
No.
Okay.
No,
I have no idea.
Fuck. I'll
That's
have
fine.
to do some research.
We'll do a little addendum. But anyway, was there any other big? Oh, PlayStation, they're cowards. They did big backdowns. They did as many big backdowns as you could do in a week. As a
You know what?
corporation.
After last year's PSX, I'm completely fine with that.
Yeah.
Last year's
But-
PSX was the fucking largest waste of my time I've ever experienced ever.
I genuinely don't remember any of it, and that's probably a big
I
testament.
remember the medieval.
Oh no.
Did it happen?
Remember
happened.
that?
Oh, well, welcome back.
Yeah, I do remember. We'll never get that.
The fucking what was it? That name change shit is happening, eh?
No.
No, it's
Absolutely
like
not.
a bunch of people, devs have come out going, yeah, no, we have to fucking rework a bunch of shit because of this name change.
I
on
am so
PlayStation.
happy that we live in a timeline where the idea that everyone has to change their gamer tag because of their middle school fucking personas absolutely
hate it.
fucking
If you
them.
want
I
to,
hate it.
if you
I hate
want to
mine.
add, are you ready for it?
Yeah.
If you want to add my original PS3 account, hit up Dark Sonic 4312.
Oh my
No!
god!
Hit me up.
That's.
Oh,
Hell
man.
yeah.
I think I just lost a
Hell
little bit of
yeah.
respect for you.
That's why, like, my favorite, like, and this is kind of way out there, but kind of related. I loved streaming King of Fighters 14 for, like, CEO, because whatever account you'd sign into, it would either be, like, the Double X, Zadubrex, Bing Bong Hong Kong, or Dark Sonic 4312, depending on what region account they picked.
I love the fact that
Bing Bong Hong Kong?
somehow on an official CEO fucking stream
Multiple
passed
times.
the most low-key racist fucking shit every
It
time
was
someone
just
said it.
onomatopoeia. It wasn't meant to be like.
Yeah, well, Bing Bong Hong Kong is
How
some
did
pretty
you not-
racist onomatopoeia.
Even
I
when
don't-
I was writing it, I'm just like, this sounds silly.
Ding ding ping ping.
No, oh man, no. So now we're going to bad places. Bing Bong Hong Kong's innocent.
How did
Innocent
you
as it gets.
not? How did you not see that though?
What do you mean? How did I not see that?
How
No, I
did- like,
planned
how
it.
did-
The same way that when I was trying to talk about, I was going through some old Twitch clips and I was playing Final Fantasy 14, and people would refer to, you would add like a E or like a Y at the end of certain classes. So when someone said like Pally, or like for Paladin,
Yeah.
I when Dark Knight was being talked about, I said Darky, and I didn't really make the connection
Oh,
until it
man.
was too late.
Oh
That's
man.
like the boy story all over again.
Yes, oof.
It always comes back to the same thing.
But
I don't know why.
But regardless, I have a couple of account names to change as soon as that
Bing
comes
Hong Kong
through.
is pretty strong.
Because it's my Hong Kong PlayStation account.
Yeah, but it's weird. Like Hong Kong, we may actually fucking God Eater 3 might actually just get an English release
On the Chinese
on the
PlayStation.
Chinese one. Yeah,
Maybe.
I might-
Hopefully.
I'm
might
really
just do
excited.
that.
I'm really excited to buy another Monster Hunter clone that I'll play 5 hours of.
I keep forgetting my copy of Nier Automata is actually the Hong Kong version.
Yeah, my problem is like for games that I know I'm gonna buy the DLC for, it's so much extra work to have to go through buying PSN cards, and then you always have to buy more than you plan on spending.
Right, and
it's-
it actually it cost more. But like Nier was the only time I like did that, and I was like, okay,
yeah,
because
But Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax Ignition is worth it.
yeah, yeah.
Was it worth playing as Kirito? Max?
I mean, you can play Kirito in the English version. You got to get Ignition if you want to play as Yuki, who is totally
see.
fucking worth it. That character is so much fun to play as.
Also, Len is a assist.
Isn't it?
Pretty cool.
She's a really fucking good assist too. All right,
Yeah, it's a-
no, we're not. Okay, there's gonna be more than enough Sword
All
Art
right,
talk
it's-
in the
it's
weeks
late.
to come.
It's late. We gotta watch JoJo. I gotta go home.
So,
I gotta watch.
all right, nobody sent in a question. So here's I'm gonna say it again right now. If you made it this far, we won't do any this time. But if you would like to send us your questions, you can send them to #NotAnotherQuestion on Twitter. And if you tag us in it, that just makes it easier to see. But you don't necessarily have to, because I'll see it anyway. If you're on YouTube, just fuck it, throw in the comments. Who cares? I know only one of you ever watches this far.
Yeah,
on
there's
YouTube.
Okay, I watch this far on YouTube because you guys have no download link. and the Twitch VOD doesn't fucking work.
Yeah,
on
because
my
we're
phone,
we're
on my
partnered with
data.
YouTube Red, so that you have to get that in order to close your screen while listening.
Okay, no, see, that's what I do.
See,
Because
I
it's
always
the only
forget.
way I can listen to it at work.
See, I always forget that isn't a feature everybody has because like I
Yeah.
pay for YouTube Red, and I'm like, oh, I just shut my screen off whenever I turn something on. It's like, nope, that's a premium feature. So
That's how like I was listening to the podcast. I think it was like from 2 weeks ago, and I was like, Phil was talking about down the rabbit hole, talking about that Final Fantasy house shit. And I was like, I don't believe that that's real, and I immediately exited out of the podcast, put that on, and then turned my phone off so that I could listen to it.
So that's your immediate problem was you stopped doing the thing that supported us.
All
All right,
right,
guys.
but I went back and listened to it after.
Well, guys, thank you for watching another episode of the YouTube Red original, Not Another Podcast.
Yeah.
Logan Paul's going to be on
dude.
the next one. Into the Mind of Logan Paul. Are you guys fucking ready?
Yeah.
Dude,
I was really hoping the only thing going into the mind of Logan Paul was that guy's fist.
Yeah.
They
Oh man, that whole thing's fucked up.
Yeah, they are getting some fucking huge flack
Yeah, because
it
probably didn't even come off as a little convincing.
No, well, because
People want to see Logan Paul die in the ring.
First of all, well,
I was
yes.
listening. I was listening
Jake
to
Paul
that
won.
fucking. Yeah, and then had his like victory moment ruined by his brother. Did you guys know about that?
No.
He was giving his interview after the fight, and he was talking to the interviewer, and he was like, he was being super cool about it, and he was being super respectful, and then Logan flies in from off camera. No, he doesn't
Just
fly
says
in.
the N-word.
You see him in the background, and then you see him notice the camera,
Oh no.
and then you see the gears turn in his head, and then he effectively goes, "Everybody, look
hamster?
at me."
You mean the
Here
hamster?
I am. I'm here now.
Here I
doing
am.
the best
it
I
is
can.
Logan Paul. Yeah, fucking. I heard that I've been listening to the H3 podcast, and he was talking about how
The Logan Paul Basilicom?
the Logan Paul Basilica. By the way, Max, I think that's my favorite thing you've ever
the fucking
purported.
Oh man,
the Freedom Wars YouTube era.
and that wasn't even. It's Panopticon.
It's
Freedom Wars.
Panopticon. I got super.
So it's the NEP lore because Basilicom is NEP, but honestly, they're interchangeable. They're nations that are just run by bullshit.
But fucking, I was listening to that. He's talking about how he has this off-camera. He had this off-camera conversation with Jake Paul when he came onto the podcast. He's like, so how bad are things actually? And like Jake Paul just straight out said, "Yeah, no, we hate each other. Like off camera, we loathe each other."
I cannot imagine them being buddy.
Yeah,
having
apparently
your name stapled to Logan Paul must be horrible.
No, like the shit that the whole thing about Logan Paul like fucking Jake Paul's girlfriend was real, and he was super pissed about it.
Damn.
And like apparently he went to his brother after. He said, "Dude, that wasn't cool. That really hurt me." And Logan just didn't give a shit.
So that whole in the mind of Jake Paul thing that Shane Dawson's doing, has been kind of showing off like a lot of just really weird and crazy shit. But it almost feels like the series is gearing more towards, is Logan Paul actually the fucking worst, and Jake is just unfortunately acting out because he's being pushed to do so?
Yeah, he's just trying to survive.
And
it's a combination. It's a combination of that, and that, Jake Paul is in a family and in a situation where his brother is one of the most popular people in the world right now, and he wants to be like that. He wants to be popular.
Times are tough. Times are tough in the Basilicom.
I saw.
I support the Jake Paul or Panopticon.
Yeah, Jake Paul has a Panopticon, and Logan Paul has a Basilicom.
Has a Basilicom, exactly.
Like, people were going on. It's like this documentary about Jake Paul and all shit does not need to be 8 parts. No, it does.
Yeah.
Because there's that much of this.
Oh, you know what it is.
Like, it's bad.
Basilicons are a monarchy, and
Mhm.
Panopticons are a dictatorship.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's how you
Like-
decide.
And, like,
so then it would be a Jake Paul Basilicon.
It'd be a Jake Paul
And
Basilicon.
it would be a
Logan Paul
Panopticon.
Panopticon. Where everyone
Like,
is,
it's... That
everyone's a slave
whole
to controversy.
But then also,
That
like, God
whole
Eater's
thing.
doing that now, too?
Yeah, what are those called?
Mhm.
They're still branches. No,
Yeah.
there's a name for them
That's
now.
what I'm saying.
They're like...
But it's...
They're basically the world got taken over by a fucking crazy dust storm that's
The
eating...
Red Rain.
No, not the Red Rain. It's literally a
Yeah.
dust storm.
And
Like
then,
it's
Oh, that's what it is now? 'Cause
yeah,
in
it's
2, Red Rain.
a dust storm. Yeah, well, it's a dust storm that's eating up literally structures.
and then
Ooh.
smaller communities are free companies.
God fucking damn it!
I'm gonna write a fucking book.
The Nick
Watch
Crompton
me.
Free
I think I
Company.
found the content. We are
That-
going to become one of those horrible e-celeb gossip trash channels, but it's going to be told as a war drama.
Oh, well, you just put that in the air, and someone's gonna take that idea
Fuck,
from us.
this VOD is going down, and I'm censoring that.
Oh my god!
Damn.
I would
Like-
legit be down to do that. You
Yeah.
have no fucking idea.
So Control and your 30 channels that all produce things, you better
Yeah.
step back.
step
Hey,
off,
man.
buddy.
Hey man, it's okay because you might have more subscribers than I do, but I actually put things out.
You're right. That's it. We can't coast on the 100 YouTube subscribers forever.
We will once
Yeah,
we
no,
release
it's-
our fucking Jake Paul war drama.
Oh, we will.
That fucking whole family is just this. It's like that movie Cube, where every time you get to the next part of it, it's just some other bullshit.
Blown back by the cube call out.
The Cube, like
almost
have you
fell
seen?
down.
Max
have you seen
legit
the
almost
story that
fell
just came out?
down. Like his face contorted into a weird grimace laugh.
You
he
never
was like,
know.
"What?"
You
It's
never
like
know if
it's in
the
those
next
90s
piece of-
commercials where they're blown back by cool wind. It's like,
Whoa!
whoa!
It's like
Chuck E.
you
Cheese
nev-
is jumping out. It's
No,
like, it's
you
the
never know.
cube!
You never know if the next piece of Paul family lore that gets dropped is gonna be acid in the face or drinking water.
Ugh.
Because it's like, did you see the shit with their dad now?
No, we have to. I'm
This-
done. I'm
End
done.
it.
His
End
phone
it.
got
End it.
hacked
Just
and
end
he had
it.
a
Just
sex
end
tape.
it.
Real
And now
fast.
Just
apparently
end
it's
it.
No,
an
we have to
underage-
do this part. It increases audience retention statistically. What's coming up
Yeah.
on the channel? Devil May
Okay.
Cry whenever I'm able to do it.
We're doing an
It'll
entire
be Saturday.
We're doing an entire month of spooky video games. We
Yeah.
just recently finished Fear, and we just and I just recently announced that we're going to be doing White Day. The way that we're working on that whole thing is basically, however long it takes me to beat a game, I'm only going to dedicate maybe 1 or 2 days to a video game.
Yeah.
If it takes me longer to beat it, or we are closer to the end of a game, I will dedicate more time to it. But we are not trying to beat every single game we play. We got a
No.
lot of stuff we got to move through.
Okay.
So
I
Yeah.
will be beating Devil May Cry though. That
Good
gets
job.
finished.
Great work with that intro, by the way, Max. It
Oh,
looks
thank
really good. I liked it.
we have to put the voice lines in.
Yeah. And that'll
Um,
change based on who's playing, obviously. But Devil
don't-
May Cry will finish. I'm probably tomorrow is when I'll stream that.
I think Jesus is dead because he's been.
No, I'm still here. It's
What
just
do you-
Oh,
people
he's-
in the
Wait, hold
background.
on. When are you going to
He's
stream?
there.
When are you going to stream it in the afternoon? Stream
Oh.
in the afternoon because we're good. We gotta.
I work.
Oh, it's my little brother's 21st.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys should drink at my work.
God damn it.
Then I can hang out.
All right.
I
Yeah.
can't go wild anyway because I work like 2 different shifts at 2 different places on Sunday.
All right. End the stream.
Oh
End the
my
stream.
God.
I love you, Control. I love you, Jesus. Thank you for joining us.
If you like
I
us,
love-
follow us on Twitch,
Literally how?
Hipsters on purpose. If you like us on YouTube, it's the same thing. And on Twitter, it's
Fo-
not. It's either of us. But on YouTube and on Twitch, wherever you're watching this, the links are there. So click on them. I won't say things are coming because it'll be a lie.
Well,
But things
What
are going to be coming
sour
from our
salt?
friends.
well, actually, I've never felt more inspired to do anything other than you just said Logan Paul Basilicom war drama.
Oh man.
So now
We will
we
workshop
absolutely-
titles
Yep.
after the stream ends.
Phil, I will make you do this.
But
If you subscribe
Like
to my
I will
Patreon.
start. No, I'll start paying you money so that you're obligated to do it.
Oh, fuck.
yikes,
That's
the wor-
pretty
I
cool.
hate that. That's the worst.
Yikes!
You should do that to me.
That's what happened with Floppy. I said, Floppy,
Bill
buy
fu-
me Eunice, and he did it.
I forgot
Phil,
there was a
Phil,
game.
Phil fucking knows I'll do it too. He still owes me a community night of God Eater on the PS4.
Oh, fuck.
Somebody
I do.
bought me
Me and Chrono.
Oh, fuck.
I forget who
Chrono.
bought me that game, like Stranger of Sword City.
Sword Strangers?
No, that's Blade Strangers. Stranger of
Blade
Sword
Strangers.
City. It's like a dungeon crawling RPG. It's the complete opposite of anything I'd ever play. But you bought it, so I have to, and that's the Twitch streamer obligation. Because otherwise, you just feel bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, I can't just
Yeah.
play.
Phil,
this.
you should continue Yakuza.
You should, please.
You
please,
should wait
for fuck's sake.
You should just wait for Kiwami to come out for free and play that on stream because it's much shorter. It is.
Well, see, to
it
do
is
that, he'd have to
doable.
finish 0 first.
Nope.
That really okay. That depends if you're gonna complete the Majima Everywhere system.
Yeah.
Because if you're
Which is
not,
worth it,
then
which
yeah,
is
it
worth
is.
it.
You
Do
will
it.
not.
Really
Just start
not.
with Kiwami, like I told you, and it's free now. So okay,
Fucking,
stream's
I
over.
guess we plug our shit.
Oh,
Yes.
plug your shit. That's right.
Did we plug our shit?
You can
Okay.
plug
TV.
one thing.
Jesus and I have a channel. It's called Skelebro Entertainment. Please come hang out. We do Yakuza 0 streams on Fridays and Saturday nights at 8 o'clock Eastern. And we're still getting into it, but Wednesdays we're gonna do like one-off games and stuff. It's gonna be fun. Jesus is gonna be starting. Jesus, are you doing Nier Automata or Final Fantasy on Monday?
I'm probably going to be doing Nier because I know that game won't crash when I open it.
Fair.
Also, by the way, Final Fantasy 15 on Steam, you can't open if Steam is in offline mode.
If that's the
Because-
case, then I
yeah.
might just do Final Fantasy 15.
Well, what's it called? Yeah, I'm gonna do probably one. I'm gonna do it switching the game every week. So I'll do one episode of Nier, then I'll do an episode of 15. Then
That's pretty good.
yeah, then that's probably what I'll do because I got them donated by Pen the Poet, who isn't watching, but thank you. Judaism
we-
intensifies.
Yeah, we also have a Patreon. That's patreon.com/Skelebro Entertainment.
Give
Where
me money.
you can give us money and we can give you some nice rewards and you help us not have this awful ghetto setup that we have for
Yeah,
streaming.
Control can get a better
PS4
computer.
games.
We can
I
both
can
get
get a- I can
capture
get a-
cards.
End the
I can get a
stream!
PS I
End
can get a
it!
PS4 that
Hey!
functions. Okay, watch Sour Salt. That's it.
That's it. He says. You know what? This is it. That's it.
That was a good time.
Oh, I didn't end it yet. Do I end it now?
Oh, shit.
Oh fuck! Exposed.